Welcome, everybody to the Rideshare Garage. I am the host tonight. Yes, that is right. Drive by O, who is not sleeping at a supercharger, is your host tonight. To my left or my right, I can't tell, is the original, the one and only Vinny Cuz. And then below me is this, I don't know who this person is. No cap, Obsidian
Nope.
Vinny.
No cat, Vinny.
And as you can see, yes, I'm in the Wawa parking lot right now. There's times times are tough. Oh wait, I forget. This is a rideshare show, not a show about working. Wait. Oh my gosh. So shout out to everybody in the chat. Thank you for everybody for joining us. We do this every Wednesday. We have our discussion about not just rideshare, but about everything gig related. We're gonna be joined by more guests as the show goes on. Everybody shows up when they show up. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to Silver Fox. Silver Fox has his status on Discord right now, and it says, "I am not sleeping at a supercharger," and I've just been cracking up over that all day long. So that's where my name came from today.
It's an appropriate message to all EV drivers out there.
Yeah, and he drives a hybrid, so there's some kind of there's something funny about it.
I,
So,
I have to say, having my car, since November 22, I did get the warning message because I fell asleep at the charger once, but I haven't yet. And so he's probably going to tell me to knock on wood or some nonsense. But
yes,
I have not had a single charge for sitting idly at the chargers.
Hey, that's how you learn, right? So shout out to everybody in the chat, and yes, like Vinny said, like, thumbs up, subscribe, comment. We are here. We're gonna take everyone's questions. Super chats will cut the line, and
Welcome, Queen Brown.
yes, welcome. And
I
then
heard
we'll also
from
put
Buddha that you had mentioned us.
yeah, and we're gonna put the Discord in the chat later on because we have a number of people that have joined the Discord. And who's that? You survived? You're not floating in the ocean, Mr. San Antonio himself? Yeah.
Oh, we didn't even get water, bro.
You sound like us over here. Every time people ask us about a storm, we're like, "What storm?"
Yeah, it was a category 1, bro. That's just
Hey.
that's just a storm with a name, bro.
Hey, there's Melvin right there. Okay. Hey, so then you know what that means, Melvin? That means a surge, right? That means you made a lot of money, right?
Honestly, bro, there was no surge. That's what I told. I was talking. There was no surge on that.
Oh.
I didn't even work, bro.
Welcome, Melvin, to the Rideshare Garage. Melvin comes in from Texas, where the Lone Star State, where everything is bigger. Or
that's right.
Not.
Yeah.
That's right.
Even the no cap Vinny is in the West Coast, and then me and Vinny are here. We're the East Coast guys. We the OGs.
Yes, you guys are.
But Vinny's more OG. He's like senior OG, like senior citizen in a wheeler OG.
I mean, my car has 8 years and 2 months or some nonsense.
Oh my gosh, Vinny, what's going on, man? We're gonna go around the panel. What's going on?
Nada, brother, nada. Just going to enjoy this night. I am going to sit back, relax, and let the asylum run the house. I'm sure it'll get interesting and absolutely phenomenal in the garage tonight. What up, chat?
How is the rented Model Y? The rented leased Model Y?
Man, I got to tell you, I'm catching some really good comments on my videos. Where I'm starting to vlog again every couple of 3 days. I got one I got to put together for tomorrow. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. It's tough. Like, it's hard, bro, keeping up with that nut. That's a hell of a nut. I've never denied the fact that money I got to kick out every week is not a nut. It's a nut. But it's still, for me, it's not for everybody, bro. I tell everybody that all the time. It's not for everybody. But if you're in a situation where, if I may say so, Omar, depending on how you look at the situation outside of your home also. You see, if you just focus just on your house, I think you get a little messed up. You got to start looking to the future. Right now, I mean, everything's up in the air. So if I got to cut and run on something, I don't want to be obligated. If you want to be honest, that's the truth. I just don't want to be obligated. I love the car though. Car's the shit, bro. Tesla's the shit. That's just all there is to it.
Speaking of Tesla, we are, I think, reapproaching all-time highs, which is awesome. I want to shout out to Buddha. I want to shout out to Buddha, who's collecting all those idle fees from my daddy Elon. Thank you very much. He's probably at a supercharger as we speak. Shout out, Buddha, you a real one.
Make sure that Buddha doesn't get hit again on the supercharger.
Yes. Wants to support you.
Steven, how you doing, buddy? We're coming to you.
I can't complain.
Hold on. I'm gonna put him in timeout for a minute. Hold on one second.
Oh, did he just get food?
I just had to put him in timeout for a second because I wanted to. I had to treat Steven like Nick for a second. Okay. Listen, if you guys don't know, okay, Queen Brown, her name is Lynn. She runs a really good Twitter space every Monday night on Twitter called Drivers Coast to Coast. If you're out and you're driving around, if you guys don't know, go on X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it. Look this up. Give them a like. Give them a listen. I know Sergio pops in there. Buddha pops in there. There's a lot of really great people that are in there. Levi's in there from Tippy and the app. Boston Matt is in there. So there's just go. I just want to give them a shout out because I like to see other people creating places because maybe this ain't for you. Maybe the garage is too honest for a lot of people. They get their feelings hurt in here. I don't think so. I think we're pretty just straightforward. But you know, some people like Show Me the Money Club. Some people like the Rideshare Garage. Some people like the Mic Drop Barbecue. Some people like Coast to Coast Drivers. Like, get in where you fit in, bro. That's all I'm saying. And this is another option for you. So my bad, Steven. I will go ahead and put myself in timeout as repayment for telling you to shut the fuck up.
You know, sometimes it might also be just a time of day. Maybe people are they can have more freedom to talk on Monday versus Wednesday. So every market is different right now. So Steven, what is going on with you, sir? Oh, sorry, no cap Vinny. Sorry, no cap Vinny.
No cap Vinny. Yeah, no cap.
What's
Hey, so far, things have been interesting. Vinny mentioned today that he's been kind of in a purgatory with these short rides, and it seems like I've for the last couple of days, that's the same kind of selection that the apps have been sending for me as well. I've been trying to kind of build back up my acceptance rating to see how it affects my, you know, the types of rides that it'll send to me, or the fact that it'll even send a ride to me, because I'm getting like 80-90% what is it, rideshare radar request or map offers and whatnot. So it's but I keep getting hit with these offers that are like, there's no way I'm going to take that. So I end up declining another 10 rides. so that's not exactly going well. And I've been experimenting with a lot of stuff in the background. As Vinny said, we're trying to work on things outside of rideshare to expand our income and the options that we have going on out there. So I've been watching a lot of stuff on videos, doing production value on videos, and working on freeze drying and dehydrating. So a lot of fun stuff.
Did no cap Vinny said he's built back better? That what he just said?
I definitely didn't say that.
That's what I heard.
No, because no cap Vinny was speaking in complete sentences.
Oh.
I'm not gonna touch it.
Yeah, you know.
I'm just saying. I heard complete sentences. I didn't hear. You ain't black. I didn't hear that. I heard complete sentences.
I don't know what he said. I don't think he knows what he said. Anyway,
talk to me.
How you doing? How you doing?
I see what you did there. I see what you did there, Steven. You're my guy, bro. You're my guy.
Hey, Steven, what are we eating today, bro?
Don't know yet. Actually, this is one of those days where my wife didn't make it back before I did, so I guess we'll see. She said we were gonna have lasagna for several days, but
Hold on,
we might get a surprise here.
Wait a minute. Whoa. You're telling me you're home before the wife, yet you are waiting for your wife to get home to get served dinner.
That's right.
Do you plan on being married more than a year?
I mean, it is more than a year.
No. Y'all still in the honeymoon phase.
I didn't say we're not.
Bro, whoever gets home first supposed to take care of that dinner, bro.
Vinny, remember, the wife's got this all thought out. Steven's not going to be around long enough for this marriage to last.
She's getting the Bitcoin. She knows where the Bitcoin's buried.
I don't know if she can handle all that.
Exactly. Oh, she's going to learn how to...
Whoa,
all of a sudden, she's going to be speaking C++ real fast. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Open, file, ETC transfer. Enter.
There we go.
Done.
She sure will.
By the way, I just want to say I see a couple of questions in the chat, which is great. We'll get to you guys. We're just going around doing our introductions here, just to catch up on what's going on. So, like I said, we appreciate everyone in the chat. Please keep commenting. Like I said, like and subscribe. As we are here every Wednesday, and then of course Vinny has his videos that he does, and we all have our videos that we do. At least some of us need to do more videos.
So Steven. Are you going to get on? Are you going to get on Omar and Melvin about putting out content on YouTube?
Well, I mean, those two didn't say anything about trying to keep up with like a regular posting schedule, so I can't really say much. I mean,
right.
I'm working.
I'm not putting foot in mouth, right?
Yeah.
Well, at least not for this particular subject. Other subject, I absolutely put my foot in my mouth. You guys know that.
So I wish they would upload. I think they're interesting when they do their videos. So I would encourage them to, yes, upload, but I can't hold them responsible for uploading because that's not what they said that they were going to do. So
okay,
it's a different situation for you and me. We're pushing each other a little bit on this to keep throwing out content.
I want everybody. I believe it is absolutely imperative. Everybody,
I think so too. I think, especially watching, like I said, I've been doing a lot of research recently, and it's crazy how important having a little bit of a following could be, especially if you plan on, really taking advantage of your options for monetization. So.
All right, Melvin, how are you doing in Texas? What's going on? What's new for you? Anything?
What's going on is just like everybody else, just like pretty much like you guys in Florida. I mean, we're here in survival mode. I mean, I had to do the split shift now. I mean, it's constantly alternating to different ways on this rideshare game.
Are you guys not in season right now?
No, I mean we're like, I mean it's hot over here like crazy, like Eddie.
It's hot on Eddie's OnlyFans, yeah, for sure.
No, he's wearing his pineapple thumb.
Shout out to Eddie. He's also a real one.
Yeah, but
Eddie says he's going to make an appearance tonight, man. I mean, listen, he says he's going to.
He's got a lot of cleaning up to do, Vinny. I mean, the whole, let's.
I got nothing. Let me answer this question real quick for Evolve Cliff. Hey, I was looking at the Drive Whip. I got a message from them. How does renting with them work? Do you just Zelle them and pick the car up? So what happens is you're going to do all the paperwork through email with them. Once they have a vehicle for you, you guys come to an agreement on the vehicle, right? Because I know Ramon was looking at a Model Y for a rental, but it was blue and he didn't really care for the color blue. So
this is Miami. Nobody would care. I gotta talk to Ramon,
bro. The Silver Surfer. Listen, that's your boy. That's your protege, Omar.
Right.
That's not my guy. That's your guy, right?
You're right.
Ramon's my guy. Do you know what I mean? Like he could hang with me anytime, right? Boy, I gotta tell you, Slossy, that's your boy. You protéged his ass. Now, anyway, and once you guys agree on the card, yeah, you can. It'll either be Zelle, debit card, credit card, whatever on file with them, and then
Cool.
whatever your anniversary date is. My date's every Monday, so every Monday, the account gets tapped, and that's it. You keep it moving, bro. That's how it goes. You keep
That's
it
a
moving.
good way of putting it. The account gets tapped. Oh,
Yeah,
you feel
boy.
it.
Oof.
You feel
Oh,
it.
I've been feeling it too, bro. Don't even try it. I've been feeling it like deep. I've been feeling it, but it's okay. We'll be all right. We'll be all
So
right.
I'll give everybody a quick update with me. I'm in the same boat as everybody else, and this will lead us into our first topic. I'm in survival mode, doing what I got to do. I'm even reaching out to. It's an idea I had to reach out to my creditors to say, hey, listen, are there any things that I could do? Because I know everybody could do this. This is advice. You can reach out to a creditor and ask for some sort of like deferment, or a lot of time now. A lot of creditors, they know what happened in 2008. They want to get paid. They don't want to get stiff, and so they'll work with you. They'll reduce your payments and maybe just stretch out your loan a little bit, or give you a month off, whatever the case may be. So look into whatever options you have, and it's not a government thing. It's something that the private creditor is doing for you because they want to get paid. They want to see you finish the life of whatever your thing is, whatever your loan or whatever it is that you're borrowing. So it's an idea. Just it don't hurt to ask them. Hey, listen, is there anything you can do? Bills are a little tough to pay this month.
Mhm.
Any little bit of relief goes a long way, because right now in the summertime, all I'm seeing is hot weather and no rides.
Summertime, summertime sadness.
Oh yeah, and now I
Yeah.
just got a notice here in Lyft. I mean, in Uber, here it is: Advantage and Standard mode, Advantage and Standard Poke, officially coming on 7/15. What's today? 7/10. Yeah. So
Next
yeah,
Monday, bro.
I mean, but it's no secret, right, Vinny? It's no secret.
None.
It's no secret. So we're already feeling it. All of us that ain't getting rides or trying to get our acceptance rates up, yada yada yada. So I'm doing what I can, making my moves, taking advantage of whatever comes along. We had a couple of concerts last week, and I did well at them. So whenever I can, I'm just doing what I can to basically survive. Now, I guess this leads me to the first thing I wanted to talk about. What's that I'm a little concerned about is I'm getting this from everybody. West Coast drivers, Southeast drivers. I mean, South, like Texas, South Central, all
Mhm.
across the country. Even guys in Chicago. One of our favorite guys in Chicago, and in Florida, of course.
29%.
Yeah,
That's the 29%.
and and,
Okay.
and he's supposed to be in season right now. And this is the thing I keep seeing across the board.
Is he
I
doing
have
food
never
deliveries
seen
yet?
I have never seen this blank in my market before. I would say
Mm.
the most common thing is it's never been this slow in my market before, but for the most part, people are seeing like a first in their markets. And it's a little concerning because there are places like Chicago that should be in season right now, and it's like crickets.
Well, so we have there's a couple of guys that I follow on Twitter, and you guys know I don't deal with Twitter much. I deal with Twitter about as much as I deal with the fucking Discord, right? But that's Omar's anyway.
I would say, Vinny, people want to interact with you though, in a positive way. You
In
got
a
a lot of
positive
love,
way. I
man.
know I
You
got
got
to
a lot
make
of
more.
love, man.
Well, I'm going to make more of an effort. I promise. Okay, but the point is that Boston, Matt, man, they do well. They do
Okay.
well, right? Everybody, that's their market has been the talk of the town the last 2 or 3 months. And now obviously they just got backhanded slapped around a little bit. The AG got a little bit more money for her campaign fund, and the state, the state attorneys are going to make a little more money, and perhaps hopefully the drivers will get some of that money too. You never know when they say, well, we just got them to give us $175 million, and most of that'll be going to the drivers. It'd be like $1 million split up amongst 100,000 drivers or whatever the hell it is. Even they're starting to see. I see it on X. Like, what the hell is this? What kind of ride is this? What is this shit? I can't take this. This isn't worthy. This isn't worth it. Like Sergio says, know your worth.
Mhm.
But you know the other side to that, right, Omar?
Mhm.
The other side to that is you're filling out applications at Wawa, right? Because if you're not taking any rides, God damn it, you better be making money somewhere.
That's true.
You know what I mean? You better be making money somewhere. And so now, depending on what your game plan is and what your goals are, like, no joke, I had a guy comment on my video the other day. When did I put that video out? Yesterday, day before yesterday. Guy says he's been dropping W-2s everywhere, and can't get a call back. Unemployment jobs numbers that keep coming out, they tell you, 200,000 jobs, blah, blah, blah. And then a month later, they're revised to half that number. Well, there ain't no new jobs coming up. So there you go. Anyway.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, all I'm seeing is some of the stuff I'm seeing is kind of scary because the thing that scares me is the markets are supposed to be booming right now. So I didn't know that about Boston. So I'm glad you mentioned that. So I'm wondering, like New Jay, right? New Jay, we all know New Jay. We all love him. He went to Texas. I'm not sure exactly what he did. I should have asked him. I could probably message him right now, but he went to Texas.
Bring him on the show. What's he doing in Texas?
He went to Texas to do some work for the storm. He saw, like people do that in Florida. They come down here and they go, hey, there might be a temporary job, little 2 week job, 3 week job. So I think that's what he was doing in Texas. He actually rented a gas vehicle, and I made a joke with him. I said, it felt good to just keep driving, huh? He goes, yeah. Yeah, one answer. Yeah, it did feel good to just keep it.
If you're in Houston, you need a gas vehicle. It's like about like over 500,000 people without power still.
Oh wow! See, that's what I was asking. How is that situation there? Is it bad? Is it like, or is it just?
I personally didn't suffer anything from it because I was on the other side of the storm. So all I got was the heat. I mean, it got over 100 degrees over here. I saw
a shot of like some water. It looked like they got some flooding somewhere.
Oh, they did. Galveston, Matagorda, Houston.
That's more south, right?
No, Houston is closer closer to Louisiana.
Okay,
I'm central Texas.
South, so more southeast state.
Southeast,
yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Southeast part of the state, right.
Okay.
But,
so yeah, shout out to everybody in the chat. Little bit by little bit, we'll get everybody's comments on the thing. No Cap Vinny, what's your thoughts on things? Like, should your market be booming right now? Should it be more consistent? Are you seeing the same thing? Like, are you noticing people going, yo, what's going on here? Like, this is the first time people are in food delivery are saying I can't believe how slow it is. I mean, it's not just rideshare. It's not just rideshare. It's across the board and all the gig gaps.
The people that I hear, they usually are talking about doing food deliveries and whatnot, kind of fell silent. And then the people that normally would be driving around passengers, a lot of them, I mean, even in Buddha's case, is switching over to driving for these carrier apps, so like Curry and whatnot. It's interesting because we have more areas that are open now, Six Flags, Raging Waters, and different things like that. And you will notice that some of these places surge for a little bit, but nothing to the extent that it's like, oh wow, there's so much demand that, and I've even gone over there and you get a few straggler rides. You're not getting the kind of volume that we're accustomed to, especially along the beaches, Santa Monica Beach, Venice Beach, and everything like that. It's definitely slowed down. Or at least it hasn't slowed down. The amount of access to rides has reduced significantly. And, whether that's more people that are out there on the road driving or just less requests, it's definitely, the market is way different than we're used to for the summers. This should be an extremely active time.
Yeah, you see what Ramon said right there?
What?
That's tough right there.
Ramon says, I have my CDL with 28 years experience and can't find any work down here, meaning in South Florida. But I know I spoke to him he was on the radio the other day, and he says he's been looking all up and down the state. Can't find a work that's paying anything. It's not like it was 4 or 5 years ago when our friend Thomas went back to driving a truck, right? And they were paying out all kinds of bonuses. I mean, it's a tough deal, but you look what Sergio says here, and he says, well, yeah, if you listen to Jerome Powell and Janet Yellen, economy is doing great. All-time highs. All-time highs. It is. The market is at an all-time high, but the economy and inflation is also at an all-time, well, not all-time high.
Not all-time, but it's up there, yeah.
It's up there. It's up there.
I think we're truly seeing a separation of market and economy, though. I mean,
Oh,
even
without
though,
question.
yeah, even though you can make the argument they are kind of connected, the investors are going, no, they're not. I don't know. I can't make sense of it, but hey, I hope that it's helping some people. I'm hoping that a lot of 401ks are looking a lot more healthier than they were a few years ago. So, breaking news as of today, I'm net short the markets. Of course you are, Sergio. That makes so much sense because
Not financial advice, by the way.
yeah, because I mean, that's Sergio for you. I mean, seriously.
Well, I mean, I started
He's Mr. Sunshine,
I started a short position on Uber 2 days ago. I started a short position on Uber 2 days ago. I'm gonna ride that sucker on down, bro. Try that sucker on down.
That's one investment I hope works out for you.
We all hope they work out, right?
Yeah,
we all need them to work out.
Yeah, me personally, I like to take short positions once I start to see it. So, but
it
seems like that's there. But I know that that's it's a feel, and this is not financial advice, everybody. But there's a feeling from so many today when you look at the market and you go, okay, so this is all time highs there. So tomorrow we shouldn't keep running. Tomorrow we should dip, or maybe this is the top. Everyone's always trying to guess what the top is, and so you want to be first in line versus waiting for the thing. I get that sentiment. So me, as far as my investment strategy goes, I like to actually see this, and then okay.
Right. Yeah. I actually got really confused here when he said, "Hey, no cap, Vinny," because I'm thinking I'm going in my head, and I'm thinking like, when did I post a video with some? I did a couple of really cool cars that I met and cyber trucks that I met, but I'm thinking, who the hell else? And then I thought about it. I'm not no cap, Vinny.
So, hey, Joey, so I ran out of space on my phone, and I was having a little bit of issue with that. I just cleared out a bunch of space so I can actually make more complete my edits on CapCut and whatnot. So expect that video within the next couple of days. But I will put up that interview.
Hold on.
Okay.
Let me just say right now, just because he's wearing a cap doesn't mean he don't cap. If he says he's going to put a video out in a couple of days, Joey B, I'm just telling you, just don't hold your breath, sir. That's all I'm saying is don't hold your breath. If the wife cooks for him and he gets itis, and next thing you know, he's hibernating in that 112-degree fucking weather out there in the middle of the Death Valley that they live in called California. Okay, and when from what I understand, they got some little forest fires kicking up out there too.
Yeah, we do.
Okay,
yeah.
and so he's Steven, no cap Vinny over there, who's capping you with this video, right? Is dehydrating his water, right? Ain't gonna be nothing left but the H2O is just gonna be 2O. He's taking the H out of it. So I'm just saying. I hope it comes true, but I just don't do this.
Yeah, just hold.
Don't do it. Don't do it. You're gonna die.
Shout out to Accounting Tom. He came in here and said, "What's up?" I missed his comment.
No, he's gonna go clean up and then he's gonna join us.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, Sergio says it's 107. I guess where he is, because
he is. Yeah. We ain't got them issues. We live in Florida, bro. We ain't got them issues. We just got hot and hotter. We don't have hot and cold.
See, Sergio says I like Steven's style. That's why you're miserable, Sergio. You see.
So I really wanted to talk to Scott. If Scott's around,
Scotty Too Hottie. Scotty Too Hottie's here.
Well, because I wanted to ask him about what Buddha was talking about. Steven, it affects you. No, it doesn't affect you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, but I was hoping Omar would lead you guys into that conversation.
I mean, and Scott would be the perfect one to talk about. That's him, and I mean, Buddha knew a little bit of information, but Scott's the one directly, going to be benefiting from it. So
Sergio says he's going to go dip in the pool and beer. Damn, it's 107 degrees. You sure you want to be drinking beer right now? You ain't going to be dipping in the pool. You're going to fall in that sunbunking. That's what's going to happen. 107 degrees and some beer. You'll be like,
no. See, he said beer
Bet
first.
the house. Bet the house.
he specifically put pool first and then beer.
Trying to be responsible. No diving while DUI, right?
Yeah, okay. You drink a damn beer at 107 degrees. You ain't going. Shit. There ain't no DUI. You just WI. Anyway, you're just
I
wild
see.
intoxicated.
I see.
Yeah,
I don't know
one
what
beer.
Sergio's saying.
Holy shit.
What are you talking
One
about?
beer.
From my portfolio from my channel. I don't know what he's talking about. Scotty Too Hot, he says he's driving home from LA, from LAX. Of course you're at LAX. I mean, where else would you be?
So what else is going on there, peoples?
It's it's surprising actually. The news is pretty quiet. And for those who've been talking, we've been talking about this whole subject with Lyft and the maps. For some weird reason, it's not everybody that's getting affected by it. We've got so many people that have the maps. What's wrong with
Oh my gosh.
We've got drivers that have the maps removed, the option for using Waze, and
Oh yeah,
but it's not everybody, and for whatever reason, they haven't rolled it out to every driver. So
who lost?
It could be a glitch. It could be a test. Well, who knows the excuse that they're going to use? But hey.
Oh, you know what?
So,
actually, I have a weird thing. I'm sorry, Vinny. On one of my phones, I have Google Maps. On the other phone, I don't have Google Maps. Both Androids. I'm actually going to check and see if the versions are the same. I could have sworn I updated both of them at the same time. I just thought about that. You're right, Steven. It's weird how people have.
What I can't figure out is why it's only certain markets.
Right.
Is it been taken away? In other markets, it hasn't. So that
I don't even think it's markets. I think it's down to individuals, because isn't some of the people in your area, they still have their maps?
Well, Omar just told you on one of his phones.
Yeah,
he still has it.
Mm-hmm.
So and there was no app update per se. My app didn't just update it on Android. It just don't update itself. This was the switch. They purposely hit the switch.
Holy crap, dude! This version, like they have the version number. Like the new one is 105.64.3.1. This thing looks like an IP address. What the hell, man? But I believe that they're not the same number. So I think on my Uber phone, the version of Lyft that I have is a little bit older. So I guess at some point in time, once they force me to update, then it'll probably.
Well, here's the thing. Some people were suggesting, I guess they didn't like my video or whatever. Some people were suggesting that it was a monetary thing, that Lyft was trying to save money by not subscribing to Google Maps, Waze, what have you. But here's my thing. You're not subscribing. I don't understand that. All it's doing is switching out of one app and going into the other. It's no different. It's no different than in the Teslas. If you guys got Teslas, right? It's no different than if you're in whatever phone you got your Tesla app on, you can send from Google Maps. You can type in an address on Google Maps and send it to the car. You just hit share details and bang, it's there. What money? It's not money. I don't understand. That can't be it, right?
No.
I think personally, they just want you to take the routes, and they know that they're going to shortchange you anyways with time and the distance. They just want you to use their maps, period. Has nothing to do with them canceling out anything.
Exactly. That guy gets it.
That's just you know the thing about that is that sounds like the most like straightforward answer, and like there's a part of me that wants to not believe that, but at the same time, when it comes to these apps, that's probably the answer. The most straightforward thing is the sometimes I think maybe we make it out to be too complicated. So yeah, I mean that does make a lot of sense. They say, listen, follow what we say. It's more just cracking the whip over us, I have not turned on Lyft app since that happened. I mean, I've opened it up a couple of times, but I haven't turned it on. So I don't know if I'm hurting myself or not, because last week before it happened, I had the Lyft app on for almost 20 hours. Not one request come through. Granted, it was all Lyft Black. That's all I'm running. So I don't know.
That's a good point.
And Lyft is even worse. But you know,
Bear Claus says I still have Google Maps on Lyft. Remember, Lyft disperses changes at random to random drivers, even within the same market.
100%.
I don't know.
That's the one
Yeah.
consistent. Their
That's-
inconsistency.
Yeah, Pascal said you can change the settings in it. I'm like, bro, it says Google Maps and Waze no longer available. It's not
Right
gonna
at the
let you-
top, if you in my
yeah.
video, it says it. No
Yeah,
Google Maps.
It don't. And so my other phone stays in the app. It just doesn't use the Lyft turn by turn thing. It just has the Google Map thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. And then Mr. Who was that? I saw Judy.
Stop.
Uh-oh.
Hold on. Wait a minute.
Uh-oh.
Wait a minute. It's
Here we
hammer
go.
time. It's hammer time.
Oh,
It's hammer time. There he is.
Oh.
It's hammer time.
Oh shit.
Mr. OnlyFan himself.
God damn it. No.
Live from the bottom of a freshly cleaned pole.
freshly greased powder.
Freshly greased, yeah. Just finished dropping off.
Hey there,
Uber
boys.
Eats
Long
order.
time no see. Where the hell have you guys been?
Oh, where have we been?
Here.
Where have we been? Listen, I heard your XC6 was floating in the Gulf Coast.
You could say that. You know, sometimes I get close. Sometimes I get really close, but I just get a funny feeling, and I just
And
you know turn around and go the other way.
Yeah. Same thing happens to me when I go over bridges here. Something about I don't know.
So,
My
I know you
alignment
meant
is
it another way. I know you meant it another way, but when you said it, it hit me like, yeah, I've come across a couple of those down here, and it's happening a little bit too often.
Just take a road trip to Florida. I mean, there's plenty of ponds you can land that bad boy on.
Now
So I heard.
we already got alligators here. Alligators. We found an alligator in the lake, and already sharks are biting people.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you guys had. Who was that? Was
Yeah,
that off
so
Houston's
whatever-
coast? Was that off the coast?
what-
You guys had a
Yeah,
same bull
whatever
shark
Florida,
bit like
whatever
3 people?
Florida has, now fucking Texas has. God damn it!
Oh, it was actually in
Quit
the
copycatting.
Corpus Christi area. The shark
Hey.
that was actually there.
Yeah,
Hey, Eddie.
no, but
Eddie.
the
you
one
welcome,
was
okay,
the
buddy?
alligator.
You welcome.
What is it?
All right, there you go. You welcome.
Thank you.
Now
Freaking
we're gonna have
freaking
Vinny.
awesome.
We have Florida man.
No.
Now we'll have Texas man.
Texas
coming.
man.
Dude,
Wait, that's
you
coming.
wouldn't
Texas man.
believe- Well, Texas is adapting the Florida. Okay, and
Well,
now
it's
that
about
Florida,
time.
now that Florida adapted, a Texan
Listen.
value.
Florida is the freest state in the union. Remember that.
No. I think,
I question that, Vinny, sometimes. But it's definitely in the top 5 for sure.
Okay.
For sure.
Well,
I mean,
you're the
that-
host, so I have to agree with you. I have
It's
no choice.
but it's one of the reasons why I love living here. I mean, I do love living in Florida. People ask me all the time, do you like living here? I go, well, South Florida is becoming a little too what the hell? But
because they keep.
yo, it's no joke when we say we're closed, man.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
talking
but
about
no one's
comment.
listening.
The only one allowed to come into Florida is Melvin because he's a former resident.
What?
Outside of that,
So I can come
the
into
rest of
Florida.
you, no, the hell no. The rest of y'all stay the hell out. Just stay
Leave,
the hell
Melvin.
out.
Me, you want to leave Texas, Melvin?
What are you talking about?
Bro,
Surrender.
Florida's always been my home, bro.
Okay. Surrender your guns. Okay, and go.
No, he can bring them
Go.
with him.
We don't
I
need
can
you
bring him
here.
with me, bro. I
No, you can bring him right on in.
bring him back with me to the stand.
No,
home state,
you're not.
baby.
You're not allowed. You're not allowed.
He
The
can
moment
meet
you
up
leave, you
with. He
become a
can meet
traitor.
up with Omar. He can meet me, Omar, Richie. Meet us all at the range, Markham Park.
Mhm.
We'll go outdoors. No need to be indoors. It's too beautiful and outdoors. Indoor range ain't nothing.
Over here, I just ask. I just go out to the west coast, to the west side, and just ask somebody with a lot of land. Hey, can I shoot in your backyard? Yeah, sure. Go ahead. You guys go to the range. I'm gonna go to neighbors. And by the way, that's really they people do that here. I found out that people actually do that here. They just says like, hey, I know you guys got like because you got to get how many acres you got to have here, Melvin?
Only. I mean, I want to say it's just about 5 or more. then you can go to town on it.
5 acres, and you can actually shoot back there.
Mhm.
Everyone
Oh
should
shit!
understand.
All you got to do in Miami is ride down 22nd Avenue. You can shoot there anyway. You'd be all right.
Facts.
And
No
or just take the trip to
no
Chicago.
acres
You
needed.
can shoot
Just
anywhere.
go down.
Oh yeah,
just go down.
Chicago's.
That's fucking-
Hey,
Chicago
by the
is
way,
so-
By the way, I want everyone to understand what just happened here. Okay, what Eddie was talking about was a promo for his new series of his OnlyFans. Okay, Eddie in the backyard. Okay,
yeah,
shooting in the backyard.
I had. That's right. But by the way, I'm the shooter. Everybody else is on their knees.
Oh my god,
That's right.
bro.
I told you guys.
Oh
Listen, I
my
gotta
God.
bring new content. You guys bring good ideas. Okay, I'm the shooter. You guys are the targets. Okay, there we go. It's all good. I make money out of it. It doesn't matter what it is.
You're blanks, right?
Okay. You're
Where's the
about
live
to find out.
ammunition? Tune in to find out.
What are they? What
This is
Yeah,
what happens
same
when you
time.
give Omar creative control over the show, man.
No, this is what happens when Eddie finally decides to show up after he's been so busy. He's just nonstop,
Yeah,
man.
I've been very, very, very busy.
He's got a lot of subscribers, man. He definitely pivoted. If y'all catch a drift.
Mhm.
Hey, hold on, Scott. Ain't nobody got blue hair at the avocado toast bar, bro. It's green. Avocado is green.
Hey, Sky had another one. Sky had a good one. He said
so
that
disgusting.
God said Lyft decided to do one or two things: pay the driver more or get rid of Google Maps.
Yeah, I saw that. So now that they're so Steven, do you want to speak on it since Buddha's not here? Where the hell is Buddha at, bro?
I told you he's probably sleeping at a supercharger.
I could try calling him.
Yeah, wake his ass up, man.
somebody locate him. Oh my gosh, we gotta locate him. We gotta do because he's out there in the middle of the
supposedly-
desert, and so we gotta we gotta send out a smoke signal to go get him.
Supposedly, according to Buddha, and perhaps Steven knows about this too, maybe Scott does too. Uber's going to start cracking down on shared Uber Black accounts in the state of California.
Ooh.
If you're operating under somebody else's TCP license, supposedly, I don't know how true it is. I'm just telling you what Buddha told us yesterday. So, if anything, you blame Steven, don't blame me. Yeah, they're supposed to be cracking down on that. And so if they do that, that should be good for people like Scott and those that keep their license to themselves. They're not renting out their DoorDash accounts on Facebook and shit. Steven?
Yeah,
Or creating
and
fake
by the way,
documents.
I am part of 2 of those Facebook accounts right here in Austin, and where they rent their accounts out. They go in there and they rent their accounts out.
Yeah, making fake
And
documents.
every time they
all
rent,
kinds of things.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I said, yeah, and then making fake documents, putting fake TCP numbers on the cars, just because they look the same. A lot of it, they'll do it inside their own company. So they'll have several cars that aren't leased out commercially, or they're not buying them commercially, but they still want to use the vehicle. So they'll pretend like it's the same. They have a few Mercedes or whatever, and they'll put a TCP number on it and pretend like it's one of the qualifying vehicles. So. Buddha said he will be up. He was running up the stairs now. He should be on in a couple of minutes.
Stop
Yeah,
it.
He's
Stop
running
it.
up the stairs.
Stop
He's
it.
running up the
Walking up the
stairs.
Stop it.
No,
Stop it.
no,
If
he's not.
anything,
No.
you're
Let me
walking
tell
up the
you,
stairs.
I've been to the man's house. Okay, he ain't running up no stairs.
Bro, Steven's got to take off that hat because he's nothing but Cap right now.
He's
gotta
capping.
take off
Yeah.
the hat.
I'm gonna call
He-
Cap because
yeah.
I've actually been to his dad's house. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
It's his mom's house.
Oh damn.
Speaking of which,
Mom's
Oh.
house, dad's house. Just
There he
Daddy's
is.
Tesla.
Whenever I hear you
There
guys
he
talking about
is.
it's always my mom's house.
Hey, fresh from his trip to Guatemala to go get some new tires that had no air in them. Ladies and gentlemen,
No
Buddha.
crack, yeah. Removing the crack rims, take off the duct tape.
it's a
Ladies,
bro, it's-
gents, and
it's
everybody in
been a
between,
hassle.
we got Buddha.
Hey, bro, it's been a bad 2 cracked rims. What else, man? Got
Vinny,
sick.
Really?
Vinny, where's the soundboard?
I got sick. you know, in spite of all this stuff, like man,
You were climbing walls?
now that's
What
racist.
did you develop any superpowers?
Hey, shout out to Joy V. That's the homie. You know, Chewbacca. You know, shout out to him and
Oh, that's
everybody in
Chewie.
the
That's
chat.
Chewie.
That's true. Yeah.
Oh, Chewie says he found a hack to get Waze map. I was gonna say, don't even say nothing. You better keep your mouth shut.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let me read this because Scott just sent it to me. Incoming Uber updates. Hello, we wanted to let you know of an upcoming change to the Uber Black fleet owner structure. Going forward, fleets with more than one managing partner using the same TCP license must be consolidated under a single managing partner account on the Uber platform. So to me, that sounds as if Scott is a fleet owner, everything must be under his account. So everything's going to run through Scott now. I think that's what I just read.
So
Hmm.
so in like in some terms that like because Uber
Simplify it,
uses
Buddha. Go ahead, please. Simplify it, Buddha.
Uber's the wording on Uber is kind of weird, and not that many black drivers understood what it meant. But it means that well, a guy in the Facebook group that I'm in, he actually called that number and said that if Uber finds you, like let's say Scott, right? He's a fleet owner, right? Hope that bleeding wound is feeling better, Buddha. Yes, it's closed finally.
The last comment
But
was funnier.
That
Eddie's
is
all about
funny.
that hot.
Sit on that thing, yeah, Eddie.
Come on,
Come on.
Buddha. Come on.
No, but
Stay
anyways,
on
All
point.
right, guys, behave, guys, behave.
so what the guy called Uber, he said that if they catch you using, so let's say Scott's the fleet owner and he has a bunch of cars under his TCP number, right? That's to his LLC. It's attached to his LLC. What people were doing is, let's say I go to Scott and I'm like, hey, bro, look, I have an LLC and I don't want to go through all the trouble with the TCP because it takes forever, you know? And hey, slide me your TCP paperwork and I could get my own fleet on Uber, right? So
Yeah.
now
Wow.
I'm making money renting people to people and they're renting to people and everybody's just sharing the same TCP, which is not how it's supposed to be, right?
Well, that's what this says, right?
Exactly. So now the guy called up pretending like, hey, what does this mean? Or, you know, like, what if I am sharing a TCP or whatever and I didn't know? They're getting axed, like meaning they're getting on the chopping block for cheating the system, and the original fleet owner will get chopped off as well from the Uber Black
Oh,
platform.
Well, this isn't. I believe you, Buddha. I believe you because you guys are dealing with this issue, and that would be good for legitimate TCP owners.
Mm-hmm.
That would be absolutely fantastic for TCP owners, and they got to stop chopping these. They got to start getting these illegal accounts off the platform, bro. They're dying out here as it is. You know,
Yeah, yeah,
they're
it's gonna
dying
be
as it is
more.
out here.
they can't say that they don't know where these illegal accounts are coming from because the news report just came out. They're coming out from Facebook.
Telegram,
Oh,
WhatsApp, all these groups are like selling these accounts,
and I think
but specifically TCP because Scott knows how expensive it is to start in that business, right?
yeah, yeah.
And for people just to milk it off of other people's hard work and steal your TCP, or you slide them a couple bucks and you're just taking your thing. Now, what a lot of black drivers are saying that there's gonna be more legit work for black drivers because they're so they deactivated a bunch of people at the lot, at the Uber Black lot at LAX. The cop was coming in and taking everybody out. Boom, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out, because they don't have legitimate paperwork in their car. So
I think it's gonna be a big
So,
hit. It's
yeah.
gonna be a big
So
hit. The next thing you know, there's gonna be
okay,
a
lowered
lot
the
of need
core
for
temperature.
drivers.
Beer was good. I drank an 805 FYI, not Bud Light.
What
But
the hell's
yeah.
an
And that
805?
Bud
I
Light
don't
makes it
know.
feel a
Beer.
little feminine. So
What the hell's an 805? That is that even a beer?
Yes.
It's a
I feel
canned
like
beer.
is
I
that
feel like
like
we
the
need to
Tres
do.
X?
We're gonna have to send a wellness check over to Sergio's, man. He's not right in the head, man. This is
Man up,
Vinny.
Sergio.
Vinny or Buddha, I have a question for you on this particular topic because this is interesting.
What's up, bro?
Because when does this take effect? And the reason I'm asking you, Vinny, is because you were reading it from Scott word for word. So either or, whoever has the answer, I'm just asking a question. When will this take effect that they are going to do what they're going to do?
I don't have the screen. I have the screenshot on the Discord, but
It does not say.
Okay.
yeah.
It just says if you have a question, just you can call this number. So, I mean, you know, it's Uber. It could have happened
Hey,
last week. What the hell,
is that Melvin?
Melvin, you pissing in the sink over there?
Melvin, you did mute Melvin, and we heard the do.
Oh, I'm trying to keep control of this show here. Oh my god.
No,
On
it
my
wasn't.
first shift, man.
Doop. Bloop. Doop.
He gave up an Uber share ride, if you know what I'm saying.
It's actually this one's fault.
Mhm.
Doop.
Doop.
So Scott just asked a really good question. He said the one thing, Vinny, is how many original owners are still on the platform? Meaning how many original TCP fleet owners are still on the platform? That's a great question. I mean,
Yeah.
who
A lot of them are
You know-
dissolving or selling their whole businesses too. I mean,
Oh,
look,
you know what?
Kushna ended up doing the same thing, right?
And not only that, if you have if you have a the business, what happens if it gets canceled? Can you get it back?
Nope.
And do you get put in there as fraud? Because if you get put in there as fraud by the by your state or your town, I don't think you'll be able to apply for another one.
You
Nope.
won't. You basically lose one of your best ways to find clientele.
But
Right?
let's be real, right? Let's keep it a buck. They have so many family members that can give them the same shit. You know what I mean?
Well,
No, what do you
well,
mean?
then again, you can still
Because-
get one under a business name because it's just
Yeah,
it's a different EIN.
So during
But
Coachella week,
Buddha-
during Coachella weekend, there was a guy that I was transporting. So I was transporting the rapper guy, and in front of me was an actual TCP driver working for a legit company, legit limo company, and he says that it's a family of owners who have multiple different freaking. So it's all the same name, right? But when you look at the little TCP, on the buses, on the shuttles, they're all different names.
But they'll
LLCs,
still be
different
cut
names.
out though, Buddha, because you have to remember the individual's account is connected to their social. So yeah, you got the business. Let's say somebody else in your family creates the business after you get axed. You still won't be able to get back in.
Well, yeah, but from the way I read that email, it just says that you can't have 19 different fleet owners. If you have a TCP number, it's like a medallion, guys. TCP is like a medallion, right? Taxi cab can have one medallion and I don't know, 100 taxis under that motherfucker or some shit. It's all got to go through one. So if you had a black car and Buddha's got a black car and Scott's got a black car, right? You guys are working under Scott. It's not going to be under, in other words, everything's going to run through Scott. It's not going to run through Steven separately, Buddha separately, Scott separately. It's you guys are going to run through Scott. Am I misreading that?
That's true, but you still have to have your own individual account to be a part of someone else's fleet. So
Yeah,
if you get
that I
axed in any way, shape, or form, there's no coming back. It doesn't matter if somebody has an active fleet account. Like, for example, I couldn't just go and connect to somebody's fleet account because my account's blocked.
Yeah, okay. Because I have somebody here that actually works for somebody that owns their own fleet. And how it was explained to me is that if I get my own chauffeur license and I get commercial insurance in my car, they will feed me calls from their
Yeah,
account to go.
but
to,
that's saying that you're going to be running your own fleet.
correct.
If you're getting
correct,
all
yes.
if you're getting all that paperwork, you're still running your own fleet.
I'm assuming it's by state that this is happening, because in
Well,
my state you
California.
can't. It doesn't look
Yep,
like you can do that.
exactly. It goes by your social security number. Once you get that step, Uber Lyft will tell you that the social is deactivated. Well, they didn't tell me that. It's just I went to my several accounts because I did have a black account and I can't access it now.
I'm telling you, but this is the problem though that I hear from black drivers in LA, that there's so
Why they
much.
got to be? Wait. Why do they got to be black drivers? Why can't they
I'm
just be
telling you,
drivers that
you
drive
know,
black
Oh
Yeah,
cars?
Buddha,
my
what's up?
I was hoping that
god!
Buddha
What's
would
up,
correct
Buddha?
himself. I was really hoping he would
Oh
correct
my
himself.
They
God!
can't be Puerto
We got
Ricans.
I thought we were homies,
no,
bro.
bro. We got Buddha Biden on the show, man. I can't do Buddha
Mhm.
I
Biden
thought
on
we
the
were
show,
homies, bro.
And now we got like a little red thing around the live thing. We're getting canceled right now. Buddha. God damn it!
Oh my God!
Just right
Thanks,
on cue.
All right,
Right
we'll
on
see you guys
cue.
next
thanks,
Wednesday.
Buddha.
We'll see
Right
you
on.
next Wednesday, everybody.
Hey! I just came in
Next
right
one.
in cue. No, I'm kidding. Nah, but the Uber black drivers in LA, they complain that there's too many people doing creepy shit, with these black, because the higher the platform you go, the more BS happens. You know what I'm saying? Because the more
Duh,
money, because it's more money up there in the higher
duh.
platforms. Yeah, you're saying duh, I get it, but a lot of people say that the bottom tiers are getting screwed over. Dude, it's the same shit on the top of the game too.
I've been saying that. Like Lux black
I would
passengers are just
agree.
people with money. That's all. They're ex
Yeah,
passengers with
and
money.
I would agree that on the top end they kind of they're paying you to shut the fuck up. Yeah, they are. They're paying you to keep it quiet, keep it real,
Mhm.
keep it secretive on the upper platforms. Of course, that's why you're getting paid that money. Scott will be taking shit he cannot unsee to the grave. I know he will. I'm taking shit that I can't unsee to the grave.
Yeah.
You know.
Look,
It sucks, bro. It sucks because I talked to a guy at the tire shop, ironically at the tire shop.
The one in Guatemala.
Something like that. Their Guatemalans funny. That's funny.
I, I,
Their Guatemalans.
I got a girl here that says I rent accounts for Uber Eats and DoorDash, and she spelled a DoorDash wrong, by the way.
That tells you everything you need to know, Eddie.
And it's a 512 number. So this girl's got some kahunas. Ooh, hashtag
Are you sure?
FBI.
Hey, are you sure it's not your account, Eddie?
Right?
Hey, I had 4 emails on my account.
He got hacked.
My account
You guys
when
know
it was
I
when
know.
it was closed last time, I had 4 emails attached into my account that were not mine.
That's
I'm
crazy.
telling you, bro.
Yeah.
This is like the most. It's a very lucrative market if you think about it, on the black market or on Telegram, on Instagram. Like, there's people that are lying to people, like, "Hey, I could get you reactivated," and boom, it's just. And this is
Uh-huh.
and
They
this,
take all your
and this is
info.
and this is what I was talking with Joey BTV in person. Like, everybody's attached to this job mentally because of money. You know what I mean? So
No.
if somebody can tell you, I'm not saying you, but I'm saying there's people that if you tell them, hey, I could get you reactivated for $500 or something, hey, I need to get back on the platform. Here, it's $500, and boom, you get scammed. You know what I'm saying? Like, all this, it could be all this
True.
mental stuff with this Uber and Lyft thing.
People are hooked to the platform, and it's easy, and maybe some people have gotten lazy, but I mean, yeah, like I see what you're saying, Buddha, and I wanted to come from a different angle. Not so much even about the money anymore. It's just like it's a thing that people do now, almost like clocking in and clocking out.
Bro, this is what I tweeted on
And
X.
when it comes to black too, right? Same thing with us here with Premiere and Black SUV. Like, I don't want to be doing Uber X in a QX. I don't even want to do
No.
Uber X at all. Like, X is so bad. even if you're in an X vehicle,
X vehicle, or the top QX60 doesn't matter, bro. Because if you're gonna have to pay your bills, you're gonna have to pay your bills somehow, my boy.
yeah, but there's also,
You
but
gotta
there's
just suck
yeah,
it
but
up,
you know
bro.
what? Yeah, but
Sometimes you gotta
you know
just suck
what?
it up and do it.
But you know what, Buddha, and I'll say this respectfully because you're, I guess, the youngest person on this panel. There's also a thing, and it used to be more so in this country, but maybe it's changed now, and I get it. There used to be a thing called pride, and I'll just say that I know someone who lost work after 9/11, and they did not want to work somewhere else because they said, "Listen, that's beneath me. I used to make this. This is my skill set," and they couldn't find work for a while.
Okay, but that's
So,
like what you said, right?
so maybe it's you could call it. One person will say it's ego, another person will say it's pride.
There's a saying, pride don't pay bills, my boy. You know what I mean?
Love don't pay bills. Pride don't pay bills. That's right. And that's what I said in the beginning. It's like you can sit here and we got to be honest about it, bro. And Dom isn't wrong for what he's saying. But at the end of the day, it's what we said in the beginning, bro. You can either take the rides. Now, I'm not saying you take every fucking ride. Come on now, let's be smart.
No, yeah.
Okay, but you're either going to take rides or you're going to be filling out applications at Wawa. Because you can't sit there in your car for 4 days, 5 days, a week, waiting on that fucking magic bullet ride to show up. Because the shit ain't coming right. Bro, I'm telling you, these companies are in trouble. Kiss my ass 3 times sideways on Sunday. Somebody's lying to somebody.
And that's what you gotta tell. That's what you gotta tell yourself. At the end of the day, you could we all cherry pickers, right? We all want to pick the good rides, but yet again, if you're a cherry picker and you're just waiting there for a fucking black ride, for that black ride to come at $7,
yeah, I would say
you
this.
just wasted your time.
I know, bro. I would say
you straight wasted your time.
Yeah, but you know what, Buddha? Yeah, but you know what, Buddha? There's also a limitation, and it's hard to calculate that because who was it that just said it was Dom that just said 358? No, Dom, 258. Drivers are taking $2.58 rides. Okay,
that shit trip radars in, and before you can even finish reading it, another driver's already taking it.
Don't tell me that that's the same thing as making money because you're to the point where, in my opinion, you could be paying what you're paying for charging, and you're losing money. Like there's an operating cost. There's a minimum for us to do what we do in this particular field of business. So yeah, I agree. Okay, yeah, to a certain degree, I agree. If you're sitting around waiting for that unicorn ride, okay, when maybe you could have been taking rides, there's a balance there. But dude, there's a limit. Like when you guys say, "Oh, if you're just sitting around not taking rides, that's some ant mode. Take everything because I'm not making anything." Type of mentality, and that mentality could end up costing you because then you're sitting around going, "Man, I've been online for 12 hours. I haven't even made $100."
Yeah,
I'm saying,
and we know people that we've heard this in real life.
But then this is what's got to happen. But this is why I said the other day, you better be in your pivot now. You should already be in your fucking pivot now, because at the end of the day, they ain't going to give us money back. They're not going to raise rates. Y'all can hang that shit up. I don't give a damn. You can scream from the top of the mountains. They're not going to raise rates again. So if you're still doing this, right? I told you guys a year ago, the pivot was down. I said it a year ago, the pivot was down. Get the fuck out of these black trucks. Get out of these goddamn high-end fucking cars and pivot down, because now you need to be doing volume. It's a volume-based business if you're going to stay in this game.
I'm not going to say that Vinny's wrong. I'm not going to say that Buddha's wrong. Well, I'm going to say that we're all kind of saying, take a little bit of what we're all saying, and definitely be honest with yourself.
100%.
For sure. Whatever it is, and that's going to be part of that's a preview of my tip of the week later.
Yeah,
all right,
bro.
so have we okay, go ahead, Buddha. If you guys or Steven, anybody that hasn't chimed in, if you guys have something that you want to add in, please do.
I was gonna say So me and Silver Fox have great conversations about this shit. You know, my cost to run is not the same as his cost to run his vehicle. Not the same as your cost. As anybody in the chat has their own cost in their vehicle. They know what's their bottom dollar in making profit. You know what I'm saying? And these companies know, hey, just because Buddha got a sent a $4 ride, I know he's not gonna take it because he probably has a Tesla Model Y, but Johnny over there in the Prius that's paid off and shit. His cost to run is cheap as fuck because everything is paid for.
A pink Prius.
Hey, talk shit about that pink Prius, dog. He made money more than all of us.
Hey, shout out to the homie. Shout out to the homie. I shouted him out at the beginning of the show.
I want Silver Fox on the show next week. So somebody make that happen. I want
Pink
Silver Fox
Panther
and
make some
UJ
money.
on the show next week. All right, bring them both on the show. Just call it a day. Make it happen.
Scott.
That's it.
Scott says everyone give your tip of the week. Well, we know what Scott
Listen,
means because he's a little sick in the head. He just wants the tip.
What you guys are talking about the pivot, I'm actually going through this, and now I have actually found that they rent the applications for DoorDash. Spark Driver, all you need is a car. And I just saw somebody renting an Uber Eats account for $80 a week.
Wow.
It's crazy, bro. It's crazy because
you can rent. Don't get me wrong. It looks whoever it is, a good idea. He rents the application to DoorDash. They can't even spell it right. They spell it DoorDash. So,
oh my gosh! All right, I'm dead right now.
Okay.
I'm dead.
Okay.
Vinny,
okay,
Vinny, you guys. I think we gotta pay some bills here.
Yeah, let's go ahead and pay. Let's pay a few bills here. If you guys need any kind of rideshare apparel, look here, man. Gigwithit.com. This is Kyle's store. You've seen the shirts in the in some of my videos. Just gig it. You've seen the hoodies. You guys have seen the hats. Sergio wears them. I wear them. You guys, listen. He's got all kinds of stuff. You've also seen he's making the shirts for the Rideshare Garage Rally that will be happening Labor Day weekend. Come hell or high water, because I'm not letting them stick me with no more tubes going in my body for a while, man. No more tubes in my body. I'm like, fuck it, man.
Somebody capture that. Somebody record that.
I'm just telling you. I'm done with the tubes. So we're gonna show up anyway. So you guys scan the code, check out gigwithit.com. And you know what? I'm gonna give a shout out to Gig Wars real quick, because Gig Wars, we haven't heard from Red in a while. I know they're doing some good stuff over there. I want to give a shout out to them. Go ahead, scan up. They got some really good merch. I wear some of their stuff too. And then the last one, yeah, they got some good stuff.
I got the good quality.
Other than that, dude, that's all the bills we got to pay today.
Yeah, and you said gig with it. That's Kyle. He's in the comments, or he was in the comments earlier. He's always trolling.
Yeah, well, that's my guy, man. Kyle's my guy. He likes all my tweets, bro. He likes all my tweets on X, so you know.
I'm actually blowing up on it. I'm actually blowing up on X.
Hey.
Bro, 900 impressions on a tweet. That's crazy, bro.
Is it?
Hey, bro, for somebody with only 60 followers, having 900.
Buddha, you are. Listen, I even gave you a shout out in my video coming out tomorrow. Boodalations,
bro. Boodalations.
I need to get a shirt that says
Boodalations. Episode 1.
The prophet, Boodalations.
No, bro, I was
in the beginning.
No, bro, it's fun. It's funny, bro.
So here's Bear Claw says volume of $2-3 rides will bankrupt you sooner than later. Bro, who the hell's taking $2 and $3 rides?
But
you still got to be smart about your shit.
The only way to take those rides, if you got a big bonus on Uber or Lyft, the only way it's worth it, because one, those $2-3 rides are literally around the corner type of rides, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But let's be real. But still, bro, 7 minutes to do a $3 ride is like.
Yeah, I think
Matt ain't Mattin, dog. You know what I'm saying?
I think the point that Bear Claus is getting at is what I get at. Well, and I get it too. Like again, there's so many different ways to look at this. The car is a tool, and it's going to shit. It's a depreciating asset. But at the same time, will you have anything to show for it? I think that's what he means. $2 to $3 rides will bankrupt you in the sense that you're not gonna have anything to show for it. Even if you have a bonus, Buddha. But again,
but only if you're doing $2 to $3 rides. See,
okay.
Nobody's saying to take $2, $3 rides. I think I preface by saying know your worth, decline garbage, right? But you know what? Those $4, $5, $6 rides, they start adding up. And if the ride is going now, well, let me ask you this, Omar. It brings me back to a whole nother point. I didn't want to go down this road, but let's go down this road. Everybody always wanted, I want to make $2 a mile. I got to make $2 a mile. We've had this conversation, but I'm going to slap you with it again. I want $2 a mile. Well, bro, if it's a 1.3 mile ride and they're paying you $4, ain't that $2 a mile? So what's the bitch? What's the fucking complaint? Why would you not take the ride?
Because it takes a half hour.
You said you. Because it takes a half. Oh, see, now you're moving the goalpost. Watch it, Omar Biden. Don't be moving the goalpost, Omar Biden. You don't get to do that shit.
Hold on, let me fix my teleprompter.
Yeah, okay. Here, scratch your nose, rub your ear.
Hey, Vinny, to your point, these long rides, medium to long rides, are paying 70 cents a mile.
Yeah.
And there's no way to like fuck around and go around it.
You can't cheat it. You
can't cheat. It's 70 cents a mile, no matter how.
Right?
No matter
you
how.
The master
blog, you know.
Yeah, you got the Master Chapo right there in the upper right hand corner, upper left hand corner. He's master of the Chapo, right? I ain't never seen nobody Chapo ride like Omar. Well, one time, one guy, but it was only one time he did it.
We know a guy. We know a guy who wrote the book.
You know a guy who wrote the book. The point is that you can't. So why would you take a ride like that unless it's going your direction? If it's going to move you into an area where you're trying to make money, then you're okay. But bro, I don't want to hear it. If you tell me the biggest bitch the last 5 years I've heard from drivers is I want to make $2 a mile. Well, you're getting your $2 a mile. So what's your problem now? I don't go by mileage anymore. Steven converted me. Right? No cap Vinny converted me. I'm a time guy. Right? But even time, time's fucked up too right now. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Omar,
and
your show.
I'll just say from my perspective,
all bad right now.
You know what? Yeah, Steven said it right. It's all bad because from my perspective, I can't do a $4 ride. I get premieres for $7, I'm like that meme on the internet.
No, bro, and it's
I can't
do
it.
It's a fact, right? Premiere's not the top level, but it's the second top, right? Second top level, right? Not from Premiere SUVs, but to Premiere. But what's the point of waiting for fucking Premiere if it's $7?
But on the flip side of that, right? It could be $7 for like 2 miles. So it's like, well, the mileage is not bad, but then I'll get premieres going like 30 miles, and they'll be paying like $1.60 a mile, and I'm going, wait a minute, just like what you said, Buddha, the math is really not mathing here. So sometimes you have to kind of find that middle ground. That's been my pivot lately. So we've had a couple of events lately. We had a big one, like a big Hispanic event at the Hard Rock Stadium, and people were asking me to go to Boynton Beach, and I was rejecting them. I was like, I don't want to go to
Brooks.
Because the reason why I didn't want to go to Boynton Beach was that it would have taken me out of everything. It would have been the middle of nowhere. It would have been the middle of bumfuck nowhere at that time of night. And it's for sure a dead mile home, unless I sit there and wait for hours for an airport ride home. So instead, I was just making local rides to Miami for $100.
There was a point made in a chat where they're like, hey, those $3 rides start adding up with surge, right? With for a +4 or a +3
surge. What's that?
Let's open up the history book, boys.
We're gonna open up the book. Yes.
116 miles, 2 hours and 30 minutes, $88.
Oh God.
All right, so let's catch up on some of these comments, Steven, if we could. Going from
True Mini. Let's see, where are we?
yeah, where were we? Because there's been a couple of good ones that have come in. I think
Pawn
some
shop
questions
and
have come in.
Subaru.
Car and shop renting from Uber. Okay, yeah.
Solteros are so bad.
This
I'm
is
not gonna
DSM.
lie to you. The Solteros are so bad.
All right.
This is what I'm expecting. Bear Claws, volume $2 to $3 rides will bank.
Yeah, so from there, So
Depends though. It depends though.
Well,
It
if you
depends,
keep
though.
ending up in situations where you're cracking rims and you're having to replace tires
and
and
having to run and having to, and then you're also
Okay.
having to charge 3 times while you drive down to Guatemala to go replace said cracked rims with flat tires. I mean, that's just tough, man.
wearing up material on your car.
That's like a 4-day road trip, man.
Yeah, bro, but that's the thing though.
The
Go ahead,
whole thing is a
Steven.
rat race to destroy your vehicle.
No, it's a spider race, Steven. It's a spider race.
Yeah. So it's like the first it was, oh yeah, okay, if you want to make more money in this game, then have a higher end vehicle. Now it's haha, we got you trapped in these vehicles, and you're trapped in the sense that you owe on them, or you're upside down in them, and you're not willing to give up the car. But in order for you to sustain it, you're gonna have to make you have to make your payment, so you're gonna need to work for us. And since you're stuck in that position, you can't just turn down rides. You got to drive for us.
Well, let me ask you a question. Sorry to cut you off, Steven. Omar, did you buy your QX60 for strictly rideshare or personal?
Oh, personal.
Okay, then
I would say like 70-30. 70-30, 70 personal, 30 rideshare, because I knew I was gonna have to use it for business purposes. Maybe not rideshare, but for business purposes.
I got you, dog. Because Steven, you probably said this a few times. You bought that Model Y for Uber and Lyft, or you bought it strictly for personal and personal first, or Uber second?
I bought it so that I could eventually take it and make it commercial. So I bought it with the intention of using it for Uber and Lyft.
So in that case, you're not supposed to care about the miles, right?
I don't care about the miles.
And Buddha over here like a prosecuting attorney. He's setting y'all up.
Yeah,
I'm not setting y'all up because a lot of people, bro, a lot of complaints from
miles isn't the problem. When my battery goes out and I have to spend $14,000 on it, that's the problem.
Boom.
So,
but you already,
that's cap.
Now we triggered Vinny.
He's capping. He's capping. Capping. It ain't $14,000. Quit spreading that fake news.
It is $14,000.
No, it's not. I showed the receipts already, bro. It's $7,900.
So I'll put it this way.
$7,900.
They went down in price.
I'll put it this way. Okay, that was $79 from Tesla.
Yeah, yes. Tesla.
Oh, okay, because I've seen other receipts that were much higher than that. So I'm not going to say every region's the same. They say that it could be this price, it could be that price, but I've seen actual receipts and quotes that have it at 14.
You are all witnessing Tesla on Tesla crime here. I have lost control of this show.
Yeah.
I'm
not saying that your receipt isn't accurate or true.
Back then it was 35.
I mean, and it's been higher. So did it have gone down from this point? Okay, but that's still $7,000. Do you want to?
A brand new battery for Prius is what, 5,500? No, I'm sorry, I take that used.
They're much cheaper now. They're like you can get them for like $2,000.
I bet you they're not cheaper. Whoa!
And they only last like a couple of years.
No. They have an upgraded version of the battery to replace the old style of the battery in a Prius, and with everything installed, I think it was like $4,000.
I'm gonna find out right now.
The Nissan Leaf I have sitting out there, bro.
That's a whole different situation. It doesn't have a cooling system, so the battery degrades faster.
Bro, 5 G's to replace that fucking battery.
Well, yeah,
but it's an upgraded battery, like you said. It's an upgraded cells that gives you like 300 miles on it.
But the issue is that the system doesn't in any hot environment, the battery is going to wear out faster just because it doesn't have a good cooling system.
All right, so it's saying the battery pack can cost anywhere from 2,000 to 4,500,
Yeah.
and then another 1,500 to do the installation.
Which it's not
Okay.
that you could you can do the
easy.
if you're not if you're more technical, you can do the installation yourself. It's not that big a deal.
How much? How much?
Alright.
But how much miles you think you had put on that Prius before that shit runs out though?
Yeah, it's not the same thing as the Tesla.
It's not the same. You're gonna get way more miles.
Prius, you get you don't get that much for the batteries.
Well, I'm just saying.
I mean, you're not relying on the battery to run the entire car anyway. So
Because it's not. It's
See
not,
here,
It's not the car. It's just it's the batteries.
Mhm.
It's just the batteries.
So-
the cheesy batteries.
here's a very good comment, and this is what we're fighting. This is
Yeah.
what drivers are fighting. Is this right here? Let me unmute Melvin. This is what you're fighting. Your time has become worthless.
yeah,
That's what
Yeah,
you're
literally.
fighting.
yeah, they literally decided, you know what, we're not paying you a cent for time.
No, literally not, bro. You put it into ChatGPT and it tells you the the underlying facts of bullshit that they're doing, bro.
On top of that, it seems like they're not paying you for the pickup time either. So
Remember, both Uber and Lyft are both
not paying
pushing
you
for
for
the
pickup
autonomous
and not
packages.
paying you for time. So by the time you get down, you're basically getting a rate based off of half of the value of the of your your drop off time.
I want to
So-
just address one
On
thing
X.
real quick. Keeping it real with Dom K says, why does he have a star next to his name? I think you might be a member of the channel.
Yep, you were
because we
gifted
had-
a
Yeah, you were gifted, a, thing
membership.
from Cray Cray. Yeah, so shout out to
Yep.
Cray Cray. That's
Shout
why.
out Cray Cray Nay and her channel. She's doing
Yeah.
some good stuff over there, man.
That's just
I'm
the
actually
one.
digging what they're doing.
That's just one question that I saw in the chat I wanted to address. Other than that, you guys
Yep,
can
there you
continue.
go.
I'm just doing 100 rides for 2,000.
But I know that both Uber and Lyft are both.
Sorry, I didn't mean to. do that.
They're pushing forward with the autonomous taxis.
Why? What
The autonomous
are you?
car.
Steven and I are having a fight over the questions because
Yeah,
the questions I
go,
put up,
go
the
forward.
questions I put up, he's putting them up again.
Yeah,
He's not
just go
paying
forward.
attention.
Yeah, we're way past that now.
We're way past that, Steven.
All right,
no
all
Cat
right.
Vinny. God
Let's see
damn it.
where are we at. Show me where we at.
We're at
Well, look, I'm
okay.
gonna put Matt's comment back up because I think it's relevant.
yeah.
Matt says he's making 50% more since he began looking at time over miles about a year ago. Miles means nothing to me versus time.
Yeah,
And
I agree.
I've been able to start scaling my numbers back up, even though, listen, our market is fucking shit, man. South Florida market is shit right now. Okay. Or maybe I'm just doing it wrong. I could be doing it wrong. Anything's possible. But I've been able to start getting my numbers back up because of time, not because of distance, not because of mileage. And everybody knows I don't make no bones about it. I'm trying to get $30 an hour, bro. If I can get $30 an hour, I'm okay.
It's so funny because a lot of people that think about miles, right? Oh, I want $1 per mile. Okay, that's what they're giving you because, bro, you could go from West Hollywood or let's say downtown LA to LAX. That's 18 miles. They're giving you a ride. They're paying you $22. In your eyes, oh shit, $1 plus a mile. Okay, I'll take that. But it's like 50 minutes to do that ride.
An hour and a half.
Or more.
Hour.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
And then the stupid navigation wants to send you through the streets. Which
My
is
problem
even more
isn't that it
time.
wants to send you to
Yeah.
the streets. It's the fake number that they give you saying it's only going to take 55 minutes or something to do the ride, and then it ends up taking an hour and a half.
My issue is both.
That's
My
right.
issue is that they're lying about the time, and
Hello, dear wife.
when I can clearly see it, oh hell no,
And that's why
Yeah.
Lyft
oh
wants you to use
hell
their
no,
app.
Steven.
Steven's gone.
Yep. Before I could even, what was I saying? Oh yeah, like
I got
there are
you,
times-
host.
there are times when you can see the traffic on whatever road that you're looking at. It's like, you have to go north, south, whatever it is. It's like, okay, I got to get on that highway, and it's backed up. And this thing is saying 25 minutes. Hell no, it's gonna be an hour. So they're on, and then on top of that, they want you to take the dumbest route to the highway, and then you'll still be stuck in traffic in it.
Yeah. We have a lot of problems in front of us. And I just,
Bro, but that's the thing though. We know that these companies are barrel of shit. You know what I'm saying?
It's a
You know,
reputation that ain't never gonna go away.
it's a
It's
barrel of
all-
shit, bro. It's a
It,
barrel of
it's
shit.
so what do you do to get done with? How do you get around it? Well, Bootalations 101. You put your head down, get your money, and get the hell out. That's it. That's the bottom line. That's the bottom line. Whatever that get out is, that's the bottom line, guys. And ladies, I'm just saying.
in the Bootalations, it's a magic book. You got to read it, and then once you get to the end of it, you'll get introduced to this magical place that we can't talk about here. But if you meet up with
After
us
show.
in the after show
After
in Discord, then you might get a taste or the tip.
It's
The-
like people a lot of people say a lot of like there was a comment that you guys pulled up and put it back down. He's like, who's gonna be working 100? There's no fucking way in hell people are doing 100 rides a day for $2 rides, dog. Let's
That's dumb.
let-
Don't
it's
put that
it's
up there.
unrealistic, dude. You know what I'm saying?
But it was it's unrealistic, but it's a legitimate statement because they keep pushing the rides down. Look how much, bro. Do you ever watch any of the guys and ladies that do the DoorDash stuff?
Oh yeah, bro.
Do you see how tip dependent they are? They talk about no tip, no trip. Bro, if they ain't getting tipped out, they ain't making no money. They're getting $1.50. The hell? Mr. Scott says, all right, guys, have a great show, a great week. I did 2 rides today, more $4.50. All right, Scotty, too hottie. Appreciate you. You know, Omar just sent you a nice parting shot there, you know.
That brings me to, I guess, one question I have, and then the show is pretty much opened up right now as far as what we're going to talk about here. So the question I have, to Vinny's point, that's a good point, Vinny. I was in a Lyft the other day, and it was a short ride, and it wasn't a ride that I was paying for. It was a ride that I was with someone going somewhere for something important, and then I still tipped the driver, but I thought to myself, man, this guy's going to be making what, $4 on this ride, maybe $5 on this ride.
Right.
Just because I know what the rates are, and then I thought to myself, I had a little bit of change in my pocket. And thankfully, I found a bigger bill because I was like, damn, I can't give this guy like $3. Is that even a good tip anymore? Like,
can't buy a cheater for $3.
Like, the question I have is there a minimum? Like, here's the thing: I know that there's a problem with tipping culture, right? Or people say that there is an issue with tipping culture. You got to tip everywhere. I don't think you have to. I think sometimes people feel, I don't know, passively aggressively compulsive to do it. But I go to a number of places where I just pick up food and the thing says tip. I'm not tipping. I'm just picking up my order. So I don't feel I don't feel this compulse or pressure to do it unless someone's doing a service for you. Someone's doing a service for you. Like I just the other day had to go to my tire place. I had a pinhole leak on the side of the tire. I couldn't find it for like 3 days. And my guy found it right away. I always take care of him. Oh, there's no thing there that says you have to. But the point I'm getting at is that, like, when you're doing, is there like a minimum for a service that you have to tip? Like, you go to a restaurant and you say to yourself, well, I want to put 15% on this, but that 15% can't even buy them groceries. It can't even buy them a can of Coke, as Vinny said, last week when he was talking about $3 can of Coke. I mean, seriously, like if I had given that driver $3 because it was a 5-minute ride, like would you be insulted? Like, yo, bro, what am I gonna do with this? Like, has inflation affected how we should be tipping? That's the question that I want to throw out to you guys and whoever wants to jump in that.
So I'll say this: last night on my way home, what the hell was that?
What the hell was that?
Who just farted on the show? Melvin with the side of the boy. Melvin got the whole
Melvin turned already.
Don't add me to that
one. So last night on the way home, I didn't feel
Vinny.
like cooking. Okay, Miss Lynn.
Super chats.
Miss Lynn with the super chat. Thank you, dear.
Cut the line.
Turn down for what?
Oh,
No message. Enjoy your live shows and videos.
I do.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Also, just so you know, Lynn, just so you know, I pop in and out because if I got a ride or I got something going on, I got to pop off Twitter because I can't hear it in my ear and concentrate. And then I always jump back in. All right. So last night I went to Charlie's Cheesesteaks. right? And so I went in, ordered my food. When it's time to pay, you know, they got just what you're talking about, Omar. They got the tip already set up. Is it going to be no tip, 10%, 15%, 20%, whatever it is, right? And I'm always, and I'm really curious about what people think in the chat. I'm so conflicted with this, right? Because, man, do they deserve a tip? Well, the food is good. I've never had a problem there. And before, if I go into a restaurant and it's a cash, a pickup place, they usually have the jar. So I take something, I throw something in that jar, a couple bucks in that jar, right? Because I know it adds up and they all split it up at the end of the night. So I dropped in 20% and, hit my card and that was that. But then when I go to some other places, like I go to a fucking convenience store. If I go to a convenience store and they turn around and they, what the hell? Why does 7-Eleven have a tip jar? Why am I tipping the motherfucker at 7-Eleven?
Yeah.
Like,
there's a restaurant. There's a restaurant here that robots serve you.
I was at a restaurant
There's
where
no
the
waitresses,
robot
and then the freaking robot asks for a tip when you go pay. It's like, for what?
Yeah, but
it's like, for what?
Also,
Electricity's expensive.
A second part to the question is at that point, what's the minimum? Like, because again, a $3 tip is insulting now, right? That used to be a thing. You used to be able to give somebody.
I don't think so. I don't
know.
Insulting.
I'm asking. Go ahead, Vinny. I'm asking.
No, because listen, so some of these rides that I've been taking to hit my numbers, and hey, look, I'm cracking 4 figures again every week, and then I'm just and we're in summer and I'm cracking 4 figures in July, so I'm okay with that. Okay, some of these rides are giving $1, bro, but it's only a $5 ride, and they give you $1 tip. That's 20%. Think about that shit for a second. If you got a $5, if you earn $5 on a ride, and they give you $1, I know it sounds petty. Maybe first of all, maybe they ain't got it. We're talking about X rides here. We ain't talking about Premier rides, and that's the humbling part about coming back down to X, Omar. That's the humbling part when you come back down, because your ass will be down here soon. I know you're trying to figure out how to make it work. Well, it's either that or you're going back to work for Sherman Williams. It's one or the other.
No,
so anyway,
no. Fuck that place. No.
It's
Look, I got it in the background.
The point is. Oh, let me know where you're working at. I'm gonna fuck that place.
No, you're not. You know why? Because they got a lock on the bathroom now. So I know that's the first place you're gonna go to.
But bro, somebody tips you out 20%. Isn't that good?
Oh man, what a question!
Now is it 20% of what the
No. It doesn't matter. It's 20%, bro. If they tip you out 20%.
It's not that. It's just like the company themselves keep the freaking tips if it's too much.
Well, wait. Before you go down that road, though, Eddie. Before you go there, Eddie.
Yeah.
Is 20% a good tip?
20% of $2.
20%. Well, if you're taking a $2 ride, you deserve 40 cents. I'm just saying.
This is Eddie we're talking about.
Listen, Uber. So Uber Comfort says me $3.40 rides. I was like, what the hell is this?
I'd be happy if I was always getting 20%.
Yeah. So they're big on really low, and not only that. I mean, when you drive in a car like mine and stuff, and you go down to like X on the lower platforms and stuff, and you get people, you're gonna get tips on those. You're gonna get tips on those, but the odds of somebody freaking robbing you, all right, freaking skyrocket.
Yeah.
Well, hey, Vinny, I think this comment's just for you right here.
Check
which one?
This one.
I picked a lady in a freaking mansion today. I'm telling you, bro. This shit is crazy.
Let me explain to you guys. On the radio,
X rides, you ain't got no job. And if you could do a comfort, it's because
Vinny goes off because he keeps going to these mansions and houses, these just the wealthiest spots, and getting X rides out.
Bro. It absolutely. I pulled up to a $15 million fucking crib. I'm thinking, okay, this is a fucking X ride? No way, or comfort, right? Comfort ride?
And they're not ready.
And they're
and they're not
We're
ready.
not ready to go.
The best part is when they start talking behind you, like
cancel.
Cancel, drive off.
No,
Yeah,
bro.
and or I'm gonna be out in 5 minutes. I was like,
It
Cancel.
took you 15 minutes to get into the damn driveway. It's
Yeah.
so damn long. They got and
Really?
then
Whoa,
they're
pause.
not ready.
Whoa,
Don't
pause,
reply
no
back and
Vinny.
take off.
Your driver is not here. What the?
Yo,
Bro,
he said,
I
he
have been
said
saying
long.
it and saying it and saying it. Like, but what does that tell you though? What does that tell you though? If
Fake it
you're
till you
getting
make it?
X rides, no, if you're getting X rides, right, out of fucking $15 million.
That comment was
neighborhood.
for Buddha, 5 pesos.
Oh, wait. if you're getting X rides out of a $15 million per house area, right? What does that tell you about the state of rideshare?
like even rich
That
people.
we're trying to compete with public transportation.
No. Because
And
the
then-
person ordering the ride had to choose the ride type.
Yeah,
And then-
but they're being cheap, Rennie.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm telling
That's
you,
my
they're being cheap.
point.
Yes.
Are they
a lot.
cheap or are they being
Almost.
frugal?
Everybody that moves here, everybody that moves to Texas goes on Lyft. What is their main concern? Well, why do they always choose Lyft? It's because
The Dollar
Lyft
General.
is cheaper than Uber.
Not,
Because they're Dollar
not
General.
in San Antonio, Eddie.
You know.
Here's
They're
Uber.
Dollar
So,
General,
well,
bro.
no, it's
They
just
are
the
fucking
people
cheap,
that get in
dude.
my car. They're like, "Oh, always go Lyft. Lyft is cheaper than Uber." I was like, "Yeah, but if you go cheap, just think of the type of driver you're gonna get. You got lucky with me
I'm gonna
because I happened to accept the ride."
quickly pause for the calls and say welcome, Accounting Tom.
What's
Out of
up,
Tampa.
gentlemen?
Man,
Mr.
Out
Tom.
of
What's going
Tampa,
on?
probably the most
There
dead
he
market in
is.
the world. But hey, he's still alive, and we appreciate
Yes, I am definitely. How was y'all 4th of July?
Oh, you know what?
weekend?
Actually, it wasn't terrible. It wasn't good. It wasn't terrible.
it wasn't
Excuse
good. It
me?
wasn't terrible.
Don't go there, Omar. I don't want to do you, Omar. Don't do it.
No, no, Vinny, I did like 8 something, almost 900. Yeah, like 900. last week.
Damn! How many hours?
The summertime.
How many
like-
hours? Don't lie to me.
Buddha, you know I don't go by hours. You know me. Okay, we're
Oh
talking.
yeah, you go in your coffin. That's where you.
Okay, no. Okay.
Bro, I made 3.
You know me. I'm using a finesse shampoo. Okay.
Bro, I made 380
Oh
in
my
4
God.
hours, bro.
Now,
said-
Austin was
he
pretty
said-
empty for the 4th of July.
I made like 340.
It took a while, but it actually what was that word that we used before? Hold on, I have to find it. It starts with an S.
Surge?
Oh right, man, I
Surge.
didn't even remember it. Yes, thank you.
It's
Yeah.
been so long.
Yeah,
I had to dust off that chapter of Butylations. Hold on a second.
right.
Hey, bro,
Yeah. We had
Hey,
this thing on the map, a different color on the map. It was
Y'all
like,
wild.
hey, bro. Hey, Butylations Part 1 on the book. It's gonna be first sale on
Once
Vinny's
upon a
OnlyFans,
time,
yo.
in a galaxy far, far away.
Hey, what is
I'm
that the
surprised-
chapter that has duct tape or no duct tape?
Ooh.
That's chapter 2.
How to order duct tape on Amazon.
Right.
Talk about a YouTube video, huh?
Thomas, what's going on down there in Tampa, bro? How you doing?
Well, Tampa's starting to get into their concert series. You know, they're having a couple of concerts this week at the State Fairgrounds and at Amalie Arena. So that helps out somewhat, but I don't do the State Fairgrounds because you ain't gonna have nothing but grass and chalk all in the back of your car, pebble rocks, whatever you can. It's not good, especially if you like to keep the car clean from day to day. It's like, nah, I'd rather pick up downtown. When everybody go right, I'm going left. you know.
Like,
I just-
come out filthy.
I just noticed this dude's fucking name is not sleeping at a charger. Fuck you.
Shout out to Silver Fox.
Yo. Yeah. But the 4th of July was straight.
And you notice
I
where
mean,
I'm
we
at?
had-
Look at the parking lot where I'm at. Boo.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's my spot right there for sure.
Well, listen, you're gonna have a discount soon. Just call Omar; he'll get you 10%.
I'll let your boy.
Nice.
Hey,
Doing
so-
his tip, you give them a 0.
We were talking about like the question that we were talking about was like tipping culture, but also I feel, me personally, I'm feeling this pressure of where when I do want to tip for something like a rideshare ride or even for food delivery, I'm finding myself saying, "Is this enough? Like, what can you buy with this? What can you buy with $5, with $6? Like, what can you do with this?"
Right.
Like, it's I'm fine. Like, so is there a minimum or like has inflation affected your mindset of I should tip more or should I even tip? You know, that's the
Well,
question.
I
it's
There's
tip
too many
what I
places
got, bro.
demanding tips that shouldn't be getting tips. That's
it's usually a hit or miss thing because as long as I got a rider that's willing to communicate and have good conversation, the tip will come. But usually, some people here they'll say they'll tip before they get out, and then they tip
Oh,
two
of course
days
not.
later. I've gotten tips 3-4 days later. I'm like, I did this ride a long time ago. We already going on to the next weekend. I'm just now getting tipped for that ride. I mean, I still will send a thank you, especially like in Uber where you can send a thank you for them tipping. But I would get tips 3-4 days later when I was like, oh, okay, I remember that person. I had to like think like where I've been at because sometimes I've been to the same place multiple times. Even if I go on the other side of town, it somehow takes me back to that same place. I mean, it's hit or miss, but I can tell that uh, uh, people are struggling out here because
Big time.
a lot of times when I'm working downtown, I'll pick up people that work either at the restaurants or the hotel itself, and they live in a hotel. You work at a hotel and live in a hotel.
Damn.
So it's
Remember?
it's bad.
So from your perspective, Tom,
Mhm.
even if it's $1, you're
Yeah,
okay with it. Like
yeah,
it okay.
yeah. I'm like a
'Cause
win is a
I just
win at this point.
I put myself in that person's position and I think to myself, I can't even buy a can of Coke with this. Yo, you can take your tip
Right.
back. Like,
some people can't even buy a pack of Doublemint.
cause that's what I'm saying. Like like when you go out, Tom, and tip,
Mhm.
do you say to yourself, man, should I tip more? Do you find yourself like in a
No,
weird place?
well,
Do you think,
when I'm doing the riding and then I'm tipping, I'm factoring in the price of the ride that I'm already paying. So if let's say if I had to go out to Clearwater because my mechanic is out in Clearwater, usually
damn,
that
that's a
ride is
haul.
well, yeah, usually that ride is like $22, $23. I'll still give them 7 or 8, you know,
Hey,
you know,
I'm over here
you know,
balling,
because
man.
because I know what it's like, because trust me, when I was doing pizza last summer, hey, I was getting rained on, damn near getting hit by lightning, you know,
Mhm.
all kind of people trying to scam and give you fake 20s, to pay for, you know, food that you could have took your regular money and went to the supermarket and bought food. But some people just don't think that way. So
My $350 food bill, I was able to turn it down to 236.
yeah, yeah. I would have people that use. I've had several orders last summer that it was over $100 and they were tipping like 3. I mean, what you gonna do? I mean, it's like you can always call them a cheap bastard, but I mean, you a cheap bastard. I mean that stigma won't come off. But
And
the
and
next
then and
time
then
But the next time you made $100 order, I wasn't running over there to hurry up and give it to you either. You
Mm,
know. See,
mm.
that's how
and
that
remember
works.
and remember you because I know some wonder how the hell can these guys that come in and got all these illegal accounts afford these cheap ass rides because they still have to buy the same stuff that we buy and it's still just expensive as hell.
Yeah.
So, brother used to buy apartments and stuff, and he noticed that when people move in, like
Mhm.
20 of them live in a two-bedroom apartment, and they all
Yeah.
share the rent. So
Yeah.
that's how they
Well,
get
like
by.
it's an apartment complex they built down the street from me, and then I've seen others in the city Soon as they finish with the first building, they doing touch up on the second. The first building already full. It's already full. You know, they try
here in I think I hear it here in Houston that they're trying to prevent that. Dude, there's a whole entire town here in Houston, and there's a whole bunch of houses, and they even know who the construction where the construction site is and who is building them and stuff. But they keep building them, and they're giving them free houses and all that stuff. So they're gonna keep getting those free accounts.
Yeah, because some of
Probably
those
underwater now.
because some of those apartments, you know, it may be 400 and something units, and HUD gets 30. You know.
Oh my gosh.
That's usually how that works.
Every
house that's built in the city, every complex, all the apartments, once they finish, they now all up for grabs. It's a certain amount because, you know, to have a contract with HUD, you still have to give up something. They got some apartments downtown. They got 2 new buildings that opened up last month. It's this one called the Henry. It's a hotel and it's an apartment complex. 6 out of those, since it's downtown and it's a high rented unit, still 6 go to HUD. That's 6 people who was willing to pay $2,500 a month. You still out there looking. I mean, you still out there looking.
Yep.
And just because some of the people that I've noticed, and I do most of the time, is airport rides. Most people I've picked up, they probably been here for 9 months to a year and a half. Some of their friends done moved back, but hell, they know 3 or 4 or 5 more friends that's coming. Like, it hasn't changed.
So I'll just say that shout out to J Beats here.
JB.
Thank you.
He's
I mean that's kind of the point that I was getting at, was that with the rising cost of things and inflation, is there a point where, and maybe this is more of a question for people who do delivery work, like when you're doing delivery work, I know it's no tip, no trip, but now you got to start thinking like how I always say, no surge, no service. I wonder if there's now a limit to where, okay, we say no $2 rides here, right? Like maybe there's a limit now when you're doing delivery work to say, okay, you know what, this has a tip on it, but I still can't do that.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because our minimum here is $3.19. That's if you just,
what, for each or DoorDash?
Here in Tampa on X, if you just pick up and drop them off 2 blocks down, it's $3.19. That's our bare minimum.
Man, Tampa's doing better than us as far as X rides go.
Hey, Thomas.
Mm-hmm.
You're that is crazy, because out here, $2.40 is a bottom line.
Jesus.
Wait. Let's put that in proper context. It's $2.40 today on July 10th. Stay tuned next week. It could be lower.
You ain't lying.
Yeah.
Next week, tomorrow.
Yeah. Soon as the update come through, they'll airdrop that shit. Right?
Yep. So that was
damn straight, dog.
Yeah. Right at midnight, they'll be doing the airdrop for.
So that was the last update. That was the last thing I wanted to mention on that particular topic, I guess, because you guys got me thinking now that maybe it's more of a thing for people who live off tips. Maybe I'm thinking about it too much. I was just thinking about myself, like how I feel about that. How would I feel if someone handed me $2 on a ride? Because I don't think I've ever handed anyone's ever handed me.
Mm-hmm.
I think like the lowest tip I've ever gotten is like $5. And I'm not flexing because I drive SUV, but I'm just saying it's just weird when you receive something and it's like I can't even do anything with this.
Right.
Like I appreciate the notion.
Yeah.
Everything's good, but at this, like, there's one part of your brain that's going, yo, I can't even afford I can't even do the 99-cent menu at Mickey D because
there's no such thing as a 99-cent.
It's like $3.50 for the burger and you just tip me $3. I'm still sure.
It's the five. It's
even the 99-cent store down 99 cents.
Yeah, exactly.
$4.99.
Exactly. So I'm just wondering, like, has inflation affected tipping? But okay, so we're kind of we're all kind of in this mixed basket here where we still think, hey, anything is better than nothing.
Yeah.
But I guess I'd have to pose that question in our Discord to the people that do delivery work and see how they feel and see if they feel like, hey, you know what? Yeah, we do need to get tipped a little bit more because they live off tips, whereas we decide what kind of work we want to take and and we're doing this, per
Mhm.
hour per mile calculations, and we're not even factoring in a tip. We're hoping, and we
Right.
love
Mhm.
at the end of any
Right.
ride, no matter what it is, X block, whatever it is, at the end of the ride, you see like a $20 tip. You're like, shit, what did
Yeah.
I do? You
Oh, bro, but yeah, like to me, when I pick up a lot of older people, those rides that they're going to the
MILF,
clinic or
MILF.
whatever. No, no, hell no, these are gilts, my dog.
We know
You
you
know,
looking.
these older gentlemen, they're like, here, honey, thank you, like thank you, and they give me a little, I'm like, okay, thank
A
you,
little, yeah.
a little $1, $2 here and there.
Yeah.
Ay, Alfredo, qué rico, Alfredo. Ay, Alfredo.
Oh, dude. After all I gotta say is after show chat, I got a badass story that happened today,
Okay,
bro.
okay, there you go, there you
Bet.
go. Somebody,
Yeah.
somebody put the Discord link in the chat here.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Vinny, anybody got anything else they want to touch on here? Oh, we got a super chat. My bad. We got a super chat. Shout out to Carrie. Shout out to
What
Carrie.
up, Carrie?
Yeah, sorry, Carrie. Tori, freaking forgot about you.
Yeah, we
Oh
ain't forgot
yeah,
about you,
man.
brother.
Off topic. How's everyone's pivot going?
It's
Everyone
maintaining.
Working on it.
Pushing hard. I want
Yeah.
to be out of it. I want to be out. I
Very.
want to be out of this
We
shit.
we know
Woo.
Eddie's
Out
is
of
going really well. Look how well shaven and clean he is. Not sweating like Tom is. Look at
Yeah.
Tom. He's been sweating the whole show,
Yeah, I've
man.
been
He can't even the AC. He got to run it like half the day.
Yeah.
So I think Eddie's doing well. Buddha, how are you doing? How's your pivot going? I know you've been running stuff, between places.
Right.
Hey, dog, let's keep it a buck. Even if I was doing that,
It's not a
why you
bad
put it?
gig, brother.
Hey, bro, they hit you with the that's it. That's all you gotta do.
Hey, respect the hustle.
I got a
In the
private
words
ride.
of Jay-Z, you can't knock the hustle, right?
Nope.
Bro, I got a private ride from
Don't say it.
Tijuana, from Tijuana to the IE, bro.
Now you're gonna have everybody running to the border, bro.
Yeah,
Now
put him
you
in
done did it, bro.
timeout.
Now you done did it, bro. Now everybody and their
Put him
daddy's
in timeout.
black Model Y is gonna run down there. God damn it, Buddha.
He probably went to the Hong Kong strip club over there in TJ.
You
Put him back.
Put him back.
We deported him.
Right.
go through the chat.
Yo. Oh, shit. Y'all wild. Oh, shit. Y'all wrong as hell.
I bet you anything.
Look, y'all see my hands, right? It ain't me that's doing it.
Oh, what you talking about?
Right.
Oh snap, Steven, you another one. You can go join him, okay? In Victorville.
Oh,
there you
shit.
go.
Oh.
There you go. We just put him on the high speed rail, the Bright Line West, out to Buddha's place.
Right.
Hey, dog, that Bright Line, whatever they're building, dude, I'm willing to take that shit, bro. If it's cheap enough, bro. They promise it's a cheap ride.
Well, it's a long
It's a trap.
time coming, but
It's
it's
a
not
trap.
cheap.
It's a trap.
Ain't cheap. Well, it depends. Certain times of the day, it's cheap. Like I can get from here to Orlando like a Tuesday morning or Tuesday afternoon. A Tuesday afternoon from here to Orlando for about $30.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
From
With
which
Wi-Fi
station?
and everything.
From which station, Vinny? No way. The lowest
Fort
I've heard is like
Lauderdale,
70 or
Boca,
80.
Fort
The lowest I've heard
Lauderdale.
is like 70 or 80 now. Like they raise the prices.
Bro, I've seen $30 fucking fares. It's like they run specials.
Well, yeah, they do run specials, but the cheapest I've seen it, even the Fort Lauderdale or the Miami, it's $79, $81.
And that's per person. And that's per person.
Yeah, and that's per person.
Yeah, $30 per person. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
There
like
is,
a Tuesday
you know,
afternoon.
there is.
Oh yeah, yeah, because the less used days, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's cheap.
Yeah, per person. You said it.
I think you know how I think there's an app not an app. Yeah, there is an app that they put into the Uber and the Lyft. I think it's just Uber. I don't know if they do it with Lyft, but I'm trying to find out exactly what it is that they do. But supposedly they download, they take your account and they put this app in your account that filter all the rides before it actually goes out to everybody else. And
That's what Instacart used to do. It was a script. All it is a script that gets put on your phone.
it looks like
Instacart used to be that way.
I think I found one person that's doing it here, and I'm trying to find out how it is that they do it, so I can, find out.
I wanted to shout out. SB says him and the wife went out to dinner. We paid on the card, but you tipped in cash. I could feel
Hey, that's
Yeah.
smart because taxation is theft. That is smart.
Yeah. Well, I'm
They
just
gotta
saying.
pay. They have to report that crap. It's stupid.
Yeah.
There's somebody coming up that's going to be taking
Zero
care
tax
of
on
that.
tips.
Yep, that's coming. By the way, guys, that's coming.
What's
Also,
that?
I just want to
Oh,
say,
if you want zero tax on tips, you better know who to vote for.
I just want to say real quick too, just to finish Carrie's thing because he gave us a super chat. I didn't really answer the question. I've been doing a lot of YouTube University to catch up on some stuff that I used to know, but I have to kind of refresh my mind on it. So shout out to just everybody that does, tutorials on like 3D programs and Premiere and stuff like that. Because I'm just reteaching myself some stuff so that I can get back into some other stuff that I used to like to do. To make a little bit extra money on the side as a pivot as well. So thank you for the question, Gary. So we're all working on it, and it's good that we all just give each other that push. Hey, keep
Gary
working
said
on it.
he just checked Brightline, Miami to Orlando, $42.
$42, 8, 9, and 11:30.
Interesting.
See?
Wow.
You know what, Carrie? Thank you, Carrie, because I said something and they all thought I was nuts.
All right,
No.
Steven, put him on timeout. Put him on timeout, Steven.
You say something, and go ahead. I double dare you. I
No.
double dog dare you.
Steven can't. He's got 2 hands full of friggin'.
No, I done clipped his nuts before he clipped mine. There you go.
Exactly.
Oh
exactly.
my God. Oh shit.
Got him.
Hold on, guys.
It's like that Spider-Man meme, where they're shooting, where they got guns that point at each other, You.
Yo, Adolphus knows what's up,
Just
bro.
like that. That's how you do it, bro. That's how you do it. Buddha, take over, baby. Omar's been replaced for the last 2 minutes of the show. No, I can't do that.
God.
Omar has done a very, very good job of hosting the show tonight. A lot better than I thought he was gonna do. He kept it moving. He kept it moving. He kept it interesting. He kept it under control.
You're fired,
And
Steve.
you know what? Yeah, he's doing good. He's doing good. All right, take us home, Omar.
Let's get through these last couple of comments, and then we're gonna get to the tip of the week. We want to keep this show right on time, and then switch over to Discord.
What'd you say?
Prices change depending on demand.
You want a tip?
It depends which side you're looking at it from.
Oh, he's talking about Brightline though. He's talking about the Brightline. You guys don't have Brightline.
Oh, Brightline. Okay.
You guys got horse and buggy and carrier pigeons.
Oh shit.
Them Texans, they do shit other than San Antonio. San Antonio seems to be up to date.
And by the way, since you said
all
this, and by the way, Vinny, since you said Florida bought all the stuff over there, they also got the banana boats now in Galveston. So
right after a hurricane, you better say that. That's crazy,
bro. Did you see the flooding in Houston?
Yes.
Oh, that was bad.
Yes,
they were buried, bro.
That was really bad. You know what? You know what happened here in Austin? Nothing. Not even.
All right, hold on. I got Omar. Guys, stop talking crap and let's do something in Florida with the mayors. I got a few connections there, but we need people with balls. JJ, I'm just going to tell you like this. In 6 months, I don't give a fuck what happens to Rideshare.
Yeah.
I agree that people need to stand up. I agree that needs to happen. And even if you know the mayors, and I'm not doubting that you do
They
or
get
you
paid
don't.
by Uber and Lyft. So,
bro, the money is the dirty money goes so deep in these pockets. It's not even funny. All you got to do is look at all these other cities, right? Minnesota, Massachusetts, Seattle, California. All you got to do is look at all these cities where all this legislation, they came in, rah, and then at the last second, All of a
They
sudden,
back out,
their
yeah.
campaign funds went through the roof.
Yeah, that's
And
the thing.
and
It's
they
like, yeah,
flipped
they
out
took
on them.
all the good shit.
So
Yeah, they took all the good
I'm not.
stuff. Oh, yeah, we got to do it. Then when they get in, they do the total opposite.
So JJ,
They
I'm
took
not
it off.
knocking you, bro. Don't get me wrong. Please don't take it the wrong way. But me personally, I plan to be up out of this shit by the end of the year. That's it. And so I'm gonna help people until we get there. But once I'm there, I'm like,
I'll say this too, as someone who's actually running up for office here in Florida. Two things. Number one, I wish that people cared as much about the presidential stuff as they did their local elections, because you will see a big disparity in how many people voted for the local versus how many people showed up just for the presidential. And that's not me saying vote 1, 2, or 3. I'm just saying look at the whole thing, and people just go there and they look at the first thing, punch, and then they walk out. And because the local election affects you way more than whoever's whatever dick that is in Washington D.C. So that's number one. Number two, it does cost money. So when you say we need people with balls, we also need people who can at least who have. I'll just say on average, you need to have 10 to 25,000, even for a small race here in Florida, just burning a hole in your pocket. If you've got if you have money and you have motivation, run for office and do something different and be something different.
So
that's all I'll say. That's all I'm going to say.
Here's the thing.
I don't want to promote anybody against politics, but I mean, I'm not countering your point, Benny.
I know you're not.
Yeah, you're
I'm just saying I'm going to get political for a minute, because this just happened. This just happened tonight.
What happened?
In Washington, D.C. This happened tonight. Okay. The bill that was passing through Congress that would make elections, federal elections, you have to be an American citizen to vote in an American election, federal election. Do you know what the voting margin was tonight? It was like 206 to 198 or some crazy shit. Every Democrat voted against that bill, but every Democrat in Congress voted against that. Right? There were a few Republicans that voted against it too. And y'all know I ain't either party. I don't give a shit about either party.
Right.
But the point is that other people are now controlling your elections. Same thing that happens whenever it's a rideshare referendum. Same thing. Omar's right. Your local elections mean everything. Your state elections mean everything. And if you don't get out and get involved, then it's kind of hard for anybody, including myself, to sit back and bitch and moan. I go vote, bro. I go vote. That's my opinion. There are people that we have a difference of opinion. That's cool. We're still cool, still good people. As long as I don't come out my mouth wrong, you don't come out your mouth wrong. Who the hell cares, right? We're allowed to be that.
Yeah.
You know.
And I just posted something on X on somebody that just they came in illegally and then they voted illegally 5 times and got away with it, got busted, got 8 years, and then after they complete the 8 years here in the States, they get sent back with no way of ever coming back.
I'll just say this too. The reason why I mentioned the local elections and how much money I mentioned is because you're going to try to self-fund yourself most of the way because you don't want to be bought and paid for. Like that should go without saying. But a lot of times, in a lot of states and a lot of places, there's transparency rules, and no one cares to bother to look at the details of who's paying who. And you'll be surprised after someone gets elected and you see some new construction project who owns that company. Go back and you'll see, John Q owns, whatever, something construction company, and it's like there's a donation from John Q, donation from John Q wife. Donation from John Q business number 1, business number 2 in a different name, but all the same addresses. So that's what I'm saying.
Well,
pay attention.
California just got jacked up. Some dude just got ripped apart. Oriental, an Asian guy, Huang, some shit like that, for doing the same shit in Oakland, like the city, the Oakland mayor is all tied up in this shit, bro. I don't even want to.
Yeah. So all I'll say is that if you want, it all starts from a long time ago. So anything like what Vinny's saying, oh yeah, like how some people got extra money or whatever it is. When we hear about some sort of legislation now, keep in mind what time of year is it? what's going on besides this.
Exactly.
There's nobody does anything for no reason. But if someone does come around and say, listen, this is something I'm going to go with come hella high water, and they're spending their own money to promote and trying to get into office to do so, that's someone that you may want to get behind because maybe they do have your best interest at heart. That's all I'm going to say. Again, that's not promoting anything. It's just use common sense when you fall for these traps. We should go on strike. Like Vinny said, who's the person hosting the strike? Who's funding this? We should do this. We should do that. Why?
Yeah,
be critical.
exactly.
Think critical. Be critical. Ask critical questions. Yeah.
JJ says Florida got messed up when Bill HB 2221 was passed by Rick Scott. Rick Scott's a piece of shit. Always has been. The bill HB 2021 gave Uber the power to operate in the entire state of Florida without limitations.
Yep.
And unless you have enough people dying or enough money to move that needle, I'm just JJ, with all due respect, that ain't changing.
No.
Yeah.
Because from the top, from Tallahassee down to the city of Pembroke Park, okay, and everybody in between, they got them people on lock, bro.
Yeah.
You know why? You know what's sad about this? This is the thing nobody discusses. This is truly the reason why politicians will always side with these apps, right? Because these apps are so interwoven into society now. And they've got so much government money running through them. So much government running through Uber, running through Lyft. This shit ain't going nowhere. Until they self-implode. Now that's a whole nother ballgame.
Right. And I was about to say to JJ's point, I knew when that was going to happen because I picked up a lawyer coming from the airport to go downtown to the mayor's office. And they were working on drafting out that bill. Because in that same year, I had took someone down to Miami and I couldn't work in Miami. They said I was out of my service area. So when I was telling the lady about that story, she said, "Oh, don't worry about it. That'll be changed pretty soon." And sure enough, it happened right after that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. And then we were still having issues with Broward County and whatnot. And then it was like, okay, we're just gonna. There were counties that had issues. I remember it, very fondly. And even when you read like it's just a handful of rideshare laws. There's really not a lot to read in the Florida statutes. I read them, and it's a gray area that we operate under. It's a very gray area that we operate under as a for-hire TNC through a transportation network connection or company, transportation network company.
Yes.
And now I will say this. See, here's the thing. This is why we all got to get together and brainstorm this. The way I read the rules or the laws, anybody could become a TNC.
Yeah,
I've been thinking about this. I'm like, if I develop my own app and call it Omar Rides, you can literally download it and then.
I told you this.
Omar Rides what?
Wait.
Stop it, Buddha. Stop it.
Omar, when Thomas built my app for my limo for my company,
right?
I could have took that app right into Broward County and registered as a TNC.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. There's more to it than that. And we're not going to get into it. We don't have enough time.
Right. No, I don't want to get into it, but yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Vinny's got a point. Yeah. That's the way I read it. So there might also be a benefit to it if we can get smart.
Here's an idea for anybody who wants to stay in the transportation game. You really want to make some money in the transportation game? I'm dead ass serious though. You really want to make money in the transportation game? You're thinking too goddamn small.
Jump over the border, come back, and you get paid $10,000 every month.
No, fuck that. That shit.
When you run out, just do it again. Jump over the border, come back.
You guys are being ignorant. You guys don't want to make money. You guys want to make money in Florida? You guys want to make money in Florida and in Texas and in Colorado and in California? Go get you a fucking 12 to 16 foot, 16 seat Sprinter truck. Okay, Sprinter van. And go register as a limo company. Because in Florida, I can go right down tomorrow and register as a limo company with a Sprinter van and be done. And I ain't got to worry about Uber, Lyft, but I'm not going back into business like that.
Yeah, but it's a little more complicated than that, Vinny. But I mean,
it's absolutely not.
It's
absolutely not.
It's an idea for sure.
It's not complicated, Omar. I'm telling you, I looked at it. And when I went through it, I'm telling you, it's not complicated. It's really now. You're
I
gonna
worry
spend
about the
$2,000.
cost. Yeah, the cost. Yeah.
You're going to spend $2,000 to get
Mhm.
started. But that's business.
Yeah.
That's business.
Yeah.
If Melvin is going to run bags of funny Mary Jane, okay, he's going to need a big truck. He's got to pay for the fucking plastic bags.
I
It's
mean,
just the way it is. If
yeah,
Thomas is going down to Ybor City to start running Bacardi, right?
Right.
He's gonna need
Right.
some. He's gonna need something.
and
Gonna need
Eddie needs to put the third row down for all the blow up dolls for his OnlyFans. I mean, yeah, you
whatever it
Well,
takes.
you guys fucking keep
Oh
returning
my
them. I gotta do something with them.
God.
You know.
And
Shit.
they're and
I have
Eddie,
to
they're
go,
returning them dirty,
I have
aren't
to go
they?
through the car wash and put them outside on top of the car just so they can get
Right?
cleaned
Because
up.
they're
You guys
just
don't even
returning them
sanitize
to
these
you
damn
so
things.
dirty, right? So crusty.
You
The
know?
one from Omar came all crusty right out of the ear. He got the
Oh,
wrong
listen,
hole.
I can't wait
it
till the
went,
freaking Tesla bots come out.
it got lost in California first and then went to Austin.
Yes. Listen, when these Tesla bots come out, you're gonna buy a Tesla bot, and I'm gonna show you the skin so you can look like any girl that you wanted to. Blonde, brunettes, black hair, blue eyes, all that stuff. Fully loaded.
That's what she said.
All right, Omar,
All
let's
right.
wrap it up, buddy.
Yeah. Thank you everybody for commenting, checking us out, and we hope that you will even if you don't see us live, when you go back and watch the show, because you've subscribed to the channel, you can still comment afterwards, and we're gonna read it. We're gonna get back to all the comments. Thanks to everybody for super chatting. We just appreciate everybody, because this is the Rideshare Garage, and this is the show for us as real drivers. We're real drivers. We're real people. We're out there struggling just like you, and we get it, and we're here for you guys. This is the show for all of you. So with that being said, it's time for everyone's favorite part, tip of the week. Well, Buddha's favorite part.
Buddha
Don't
loves the
hate.
tip. Buddha loves the
No,
tip.
Yo.
and
Hey,
notice I didn't say no
Buddha
Diddy,
loves the
okay?
tip.
Hey,
Right.
hey, bro, look. Don't hate.
Buddha
'cause you
loves the
don't
tip.
get none. You feel me?
Hey, we're gonna start at the top. At least my top. I'm not sure.
Whoa, pause.
The screen here, the top of the screen here. Melvin.
Hey, what's going on?
Yeah. What's your tip of the week if you got one?
Oh,
That's fucked up.
I mean,
No, I'm kidding. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Buddha's sitting there in a dark room right now. Stop it.
value your
I've been
time.
Playing with the
Bro.
tip. He's playing with his tip.
Value your time,
That's it.
and always
Hey.
work on. Always work on your pivot, and try. And we did set it about a year and a half. Everybody was supposed to get as lean as they could because we knew that this was going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Go back and check out the previous shows from a year ago, year and a half ago. We've been preaching this shit. Y'all think man?
Eddie, you're next.
They could just go just to January. We've been talking about this.
We're going state to state here. So Texas, we're staying in Texas. Eddie, you're next. What's your tip of the week?
Work on your pivot, even if you're freaking broke and you can't pay for shit. Still work on your pivot and Epstein didn't hang himself.
Damn, we throwing dicks at these white people.
Jesus
Damn.
Christ. Well,
I like it.
All right, we're gonna go. We're gonna skip. We're gonna skip accounting time because we're gonna go out to the West Coast and we're gonna go to Steven.
All right. Your whatever you work on and whatever you're planning on developing for yourself, understand that ideas. Most people have very similar ideas or the same idea. But in order to actually succeed with something, to actually be able to develop something that's useful to other people, it's a lot. It's 80 to 90% execution. So don't think just because you have an idea, somebody else has it, and I can't succeed at making it work. That's ridiculous. Put effort into it. Put the execution into it, and you can actually make something that nobody else is going to be able to replicate. And keep executing. So you have to challenge yourself to actually execute.
All right, I'm terrified to go to Buddha.
Buddha?
Behave yourself.
Nah, my tip.
What's your tip of the week, buddy? I'm messing with you.
Nah, it's all good. My tip of the week is
Damn. We gave him the Nick treatment.
What the fuck?
Damn.
Yo, that's messed up.
Buddha,
Hey,
don't
hey.
take that crap.
That's because I'm the one that jumped over the border, isn't it?
What?
No, I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding.
Hong Kong, Buddha.
Good. Hey, I have to show chat on that. What Melvin said. Nah, bro. So my tip of for real. My tip of the week, for real. All this ride sharing shit. All this ride sharing shit is just politicking. You know what I mean? Don't get involved with the politics with this ride share shit. Make your money and just bounce the fuck out of this shit, bro. You know, all these people here, they telling you straight up, get the fuck out of this thing. Excuse me, my language, but it's the truth. You know, it's the truth. You know, everybody is doing their individual thing. You should too. Like, you know, and like, you know, a lot of people are saying, oh, this law is this law and this law, bro. You're politicking, bro. You're getting into deep into that. Make your money and bounce. You know what I mean? Just make your money and bounce.
Bootalations 101.
Don't you know?
Bootalations 101. Get your money and bounce.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's that, bro. It's that simple, dog. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't know how to make a business or you don't know how to pivot out of something, look at all. There's a lot of people here that have YouTube channels that are working on showing you, like, you know, to get the hell out of this shit, bro. You
And
know?
OnlyFans, and these are all my subscribers, by the way.
I'm a platinum member.
But yeah, my tip of the week is, you know, don't get involved with the politics. You never gonna win, no politician, my boy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it feels good to piss
Yes.
people off.
Yeah, it's cool, but you know, talk. Not making shit. Make your money and bounce. You feel me? Let's just keep it how it is. You know.
Yep.
Hey, Buddha-lations, keeping it real.
Yep.
Accounting Tom, what
Yes,
you
sir.
got for us? What you got
Well,
for us?
Of
We are
course,
back to
with
the
every
East Coast now.
yeah, we're east of the Mississippi at this moment. So definitely always be aware of your surroundings, because every time I look up, some shit is popping off. Somebody's doing something crazy. 100 people getting shot at one point, 20 in another city getting shot. Shootouts happening in the middle of Target. All high speed chase during a fireworks celebration. It's all kind of stuff.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy, dude.
Man,
We live in interesting times.
Yeah, just watch where you at. Just always keep your head on that swivel, and then also try perfecting your old techniques and starting new ones. You know, because if the business is evolving, you got to evolve too, especially if you're going to stay in it. You know, so that's definitely one of my tips of the week.
Damn straight, boy.
All right, Mr. Vinny, cuz.
All right, we're gonna start with Nick Williams.
Bring your senior knowledge to us.
No, I'm gonna bring you Nick's wisdom. I'm gonna bring you
Okay.
some Nick's wisdom this morning tonight.
Okay.
He and it's kind of along with Melvin was talking about.
Shout out to Nick. I don't know what supercharger he's sleeping at right now, but shout out to you.
Right.
Shout out to Nick.
Elon
All right.
appreciates the idle fees.
Yeah, be safe out
Yes,
there,
sir.
brother.
He's saying, take inventory of your time, as it is your biggest asset you will ever have. And he is 100% correct. Time is the one thing everybody wastes every fucking day. My saying for that is procrastination poisons progress. Procrastination poisons progress. If the more you chase this bullshit, the more you're gonna stay in this bullshit. So that's that. That's how I look at it. And so yep, that's my tip of the week.
Yeah, I mean, and that actually brings me into my tip of the week as we'll close this out. And I thought it was going to be a little controversial. It's actually kind of falling along with what everyone's saying. My tip of the week is, you got to be honest with yourself. You got to look at yourself in the mirror. You, everybody here on the panel, and everybody watching at home, and everybody that's going to watch this show after the fact. It is July. is the halfway point of the year. Are you
Well,
any closer to, if you set a goal for yourself at the beginning of the year, have you taken a step towards that? Or are you still chasing a dream? Or are you still whatever it is, stuck in wherever you are? I mean, I get it. I mean, a lot of us are in a weird spot. Stuff comes up that you can't foresee. But I mean, you need to be honest with yourself. That's my tip of the week. I don't like when people tell me, "Hey, Omar, where do you see yourself 5 years from now?" I don't know. I'm driving you around right now in the back of my freaking Infinity. I wouldn't if the next hurricane that hits Florida takes it away, I don't know if I'm going to be sad about it. So, yeah, I mean, but
God damn it! What the hell, man? I ain't trying to lose my little place in the world here. I don't want to go live in Texas. It's goddamn hot.
Well, I remember I'm closer to the coast than you are, Vinny. So if my stuff will float away before your stuff even gets to you. So
that ain't the damn point. You should just take out all of Florida. You hear this, Thomas? You just threw your ass under the bus too. You and me both.
What I'm saying is,
what I'm saying
is, you could. It's weird to think to yourself 10 years from now, 5 years from now. It's good to do that. I'm going to be the entrepreneur. I'm going to be on top of this. I'm going to be that. Or I'm going to be, maybe you're working somewhere and 5 years from now, you see yourself running the whole damn company. I mean, that's a goal and an aspiration, but be honest with yourself. For me, I set short-term goals because it's hard to know where I'm going to be a year from now or 2 years from now, because I have stuff going on in my life, and all of us, again, we're all independent. We're all independent contractors. We're all like business-minded people. We're trying to grow something, and next thing you know, one thing leads to another thing until you find that thing that, you know what, this is what I should have been doing all this time. Here it is. I found it. And now I'm going to really, really, you get what I'm saying? Be honest with yourself. Stop lying to yourself and saying, oh, well, I'm getting there. Yeah. That's why you don't see me sitting here saying, yeah, I'm going to upload videos. I don't want to lie to myself. I need to do it. I absolutely need to do it. And Vinny's right when he talks about this stuff. And a lot of you guys, Nick, and a lot of you guys talk about this stuff. But I'm not going to lie to myself and say that I can do something that I can't do, or like
procrastination, something that I can't progress.
Something that I can't commit to at the moment, but I need to. But but again, that's just me following the words of wisdom that I'm sharing with you guys. It's July. Where are you right now in your life? That's my tip of the week for you.
Buddha's in fucking shambles.
We're almost. I mean, we're halfway to 2025. Ask yourself, what the fuck happened?
There you go.
I think this tip by Matt's really a solid tip. I mean, I think a dollar.
Yeah, this is
a dollar
tough to
saved
do.
is a dollar earned.
This is tough to do. Yes.
So, tip: you can save about $100 a month by paying your insurance in full versus monthly. It's not easy, but if you save the extra money each month for the next 6 months, it's like giving yourself a $500 to $600 bonus twice a year.
Yeah. And a lot of times your insurance bill will illustrate it for you. Price A, price B, and price C. But that price A, you're looking at it and you're going, damn, that hurts. But if you break it down, it's just like what he's saying here.
I really hope that everybody in this chat notices and watches like people like Vinny and Steven that's uploading new videos and shit, and all of us, because it's for entertainment, but the deeper meaning to like Vinny's last video, if you haven't seen it, that's coming from a guy telling you, hey, this shit is sinking real fast, and you don't want to end up on that boat when it's sunk already. You feel me?
Yep. You mean you don't want to get caught rearranging the furniture on a sinking boat?
Yeah, well, not just that. The Titanic. Not just that. We talked about it at the beginning of the show. Where aren't we all hearing from more people, more and more? Man, this has never happened before in my market. And they're not saying that in a good way.
Nope.
No.
So real quick, Buddha, your channel is
the Tesla Ride Chronicles, baby.
Steven, you are the unbroken driver still, right?
Yes.
Now we can find you. Okay. Well, Eddie, what's your OnlyFans link, or where we find you?
Driving in style in a song.
There you go. And we know Vinny is Vinny Cuz. Tom, you got it. You got a link you want to share? Anything you want to share real quick?
Yeah, just the counting time.
There you
Yep,
go for
on
all your
YouTube.
all your accounting knowledge,
Yeah,
right?
on YouTube.
And Melvin, you got a YouTube?
Bro, he's
Driving
killing
driving
it.
San Antonio.
There you go.
Hey,
And then
hey,
you
Melvin
can
is
find
killing it.
me. You can find me at Drive by O at all my things. Instagram, everything is just Drive by O. So
No,
with
for
that
real,
being
no, for
said,
real.
thank y'all for joining us on this Wednesday, July 10th. We'll see you next Wednesday on July 17th